Can you, somebody can check right now on the feed? So I know somebody wanna pop onto YouTube right quick, just to make sure. And do you want me to repeat the comment, or do you want me to just
No.
leave that alone? Okay.
No, you don't have to.
Good?
Yes.
Thank goodness. Alright. New audio, new camera system, right? We wanna make sure everything's good. Okay, next up, we have, from former Councilman Khalil Rafai, and I wanna make sure that the time is going. Alright. So, Resolution 2026-45, adopting an official social media use and moderation policy. In my opinion, this policy is unnecessary. Residents have the right to express their views freely. During my time on council, we received many emails, in-person comments, and public remarks, some critical of elected officials. Our responsibility was simply to listen and, when appropriate, respond professionally. Freedom of expression is a fundamental right, and all of you understood this before taking office. New business. The resolution 2026-51, school resource officers. I fully support this resolution. It will help maintain a safe and secure environment and ensure a quick response to criminal activity. Many of us who attended Hamtramck High School remember having a similar system in place, including officers assigned within the school. Resolution 2026-52, flock safety system. I also support this resolution. From my understanding, this system has already helped recover stolen vehicles. Expanding it throughout the city would further assist law enforcement in locating stolen vehicles and identifying those involved in criminal activity, such as the recent kidnapping incident. Resolution 2026-53, hiring of a city clerk. I strongly encourage the hiring of a qualified candidate with extensive experience who is prepared to serve as a diverse, multicultural community. Resolution 2026-56, City Hall hours. I believe City Hall hours should remain unchanged for now. This issue involves more than a simple adjustment. For example, the courts share the same building and it is unclear whether they have been consulted. Additionally, union contracts and operational logistics must be considered. If changes are made, a schedule such as 8 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. or 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., similar to many surrounding cities, would be more reasonable. In my experience, it is uncommon for government offices to open as late as 9 a.m. Resolution 2026-57, amending the regular meeting schedule for the City Council. I respectfully disagree with this change. Starting meetings at 7 o'clock p.m. has never been an issue and allows more residents to attend in person. The only time adjustments were made previously was during the holy month of Ramadan for valid reasons. During my time on council, meetings often extended late into the evening, and we remain committed to serving without complaint. Community recognition and appreciation. I would also like to recommend that the individual who saved a student on Monday morning be formally recognized for his bravery. He risked his life to protect another, and such actions deserve meaningful acknowledgement. I believe he should receive a Citizens Award for Valor from the Police Department, a Heroism Medal with a certificate of appreciation, and a formal proclamation from the Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and City Council. His actions were far beyond what is expected and should not be recognized with a simple certificate alone. I would also like to thank the students who acted quickly and alerted school officials and law enforcement. A special thank you to our police department for their swift response in apprehending the suspect and ensuring the safety of the student. I also extend my appreciation to all the men and women who work tirelessly every day to keep our city safe. Additionally, I would like to recognize Acting Chief Farhat for his leadership, dedication, and efforts to strengthen the department, foster collaboration, and build trust within the community. I believe it's time to hire him permanently as police chief for the department. Alright, and then last but not least, we have one more public comment that was emailed, and then we can go to the people who are in the building today. And this is from, this is actually from, this is short, so that's why whatever. I don't know what his name is. Yemeni American Chamber of Commerce. Alright, this is from the Yemeni American Chamber of Commerce. I am writing to formally express my strong recommendation for Mr. Sami Hadi for the position of City Clerk for the City of Hamtramck. I have had the privilege of knowing Mr. Hadi through his previous service with the City of Dearborn, where he demonstrated exceptional professionalism, integrity, and dedication to public service. His work ethic, attention to detail, and commitment to serving the community made him a highly respected and trusted public servant. Mr. Hadi brings valuable experience in municipal operations, along with a deep understanding of the responsibilities required for the role of City Clerk. His ethical standards and ability to work effectively with both officials and community members make him an excellent candidate for this important position. Based on his proven track record and character, I highly recommend Mr. Hadi for this role without reservation. I am confident that he will be a valuable asset to the city of Hamtramck. Please feel free to contact me if you require any additional information. All right? Thank you guys for listening. And now we will begin with the public comment for the people who are here in the building today. Mr. Kamal Rahman.
Actually, I was first and right. I came early, hour early.
Well, we're all scattered, so I just took them as they are.
It's okay.
So, I don't think it's okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
So
all
that's
right.
why, I mean, I respect you, but I've been here an hour before.
You'll
to
speak
get my
next.
time.
Please let
You'll
him
speak next.
start
Go
his
ahead.
time has begun. Go ahead, Mr. Rahman.
Assalamu alaikum, Honorable Mayor and Council and everyone here. I'm President of Frontier International Academy, and you just mentioned about the girl being kidnapped and found. I'm here to show my, express my gratitude and thanks to the Hamtramck Police Department for quick and swift action. And there was no time lapse, pretty much. You know, they were there when the guy came out. And also for the Mr. Abdul Rahman, who showed his bravery and intelligence and smartness right there. He could have just stayed behind and didn't have to do anything. On behalf of the Frontier family, I want to, tell and let everyone know that we're so happy that she's safe. The guy is behind bars. He could have been out there and, not found. And everyone that's involved, especially the principal and the school team committee, they were on the phone with everyone, including myself, all morning. And so this was remarkable. It is a remarkable story. So just want to thank everyone for doing that. Secondly, I'm also part of Wayne County. I'm a trustee for Wayne County Community College. As we are trying to bring more programs in Hamtramck, we're looking into different ways to introduce different programs, bringing it to the neighborhoods. As you know, Frontier International Academy offers dual early college dual classes, so that when they graduate from high school, they also graduate with an associate's degree. So we're trying to expand this program. We're going to talk to other schools in the area. In the meantime, there are different programs available for everyone, be it in hands-on program, certification, staggered certification program. Everyone can take advantage of that. If you want to go into electrician, HVAC system, anything is possible. And also, so that's a quick synopsis of what's happening. Today I met a citizen, and then he was complaining about his water bill was too high. The reason I'm mentioning that is, yes, it is too high because, all the snow and everything on the parking lots at Hamtramck Square and American Axle, that somebody pays for those cleanup. It goes to the sewer system, and DWST GLIWA has a meter, sewer meter, because I used to work for Detroit Water for 22 years. They have this meter, they charge everyone, and every citizen is paying for this. So I was the project manager for CM 2014 that separated the source and stormwater. And so if Hamtramck needs any help, I think that will save people $5 to $10, maybe upwards to $20 a month for their water bill. And then that cost can be distributed to the commercial lots that they're passing the cost on to customers.
Thank you.
You can ask for another minute.
You.
Yeah, you
Would
can.
you like to go on?
If I
like-
can
Yeah,
finish my
go
thoughts.
ahead.
Yeah.
So what happens is that water, everyone is paying that water bill. And then sewer system, part of that cost is from that snow and all that rainwater that goes from, different parking lots. It's being distributed evenly to all these residents. And that's a significant amount because if you see the sewer rate is higher, much higher for the citizen, for a city. So that cost can be redistributed. So what they're paying for somebody else's sewer system, stormwater, that portion of that fee can be going down. And also IWC charge, my bill still shows IWC charge, industrial waste control, that's like $3 or $4. For residents, they should not be paying this. This is for commercial and restaurants and anybody that has chemicals processing in there. So this is something the water department probably need to have a special project. So they can take that IWC charge. If you look at your water bill, you'll see an IWC charge on there, $3 or $4, something like that. So that will immediately go down for many people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, next up we have Ahmed Sharaf.
Okay, since you guys take my right, can I give my right to our honorable, Amir Ghalib? Can I give him my 3 minutes? Is that okay? Can you please, sir?
I'm not planning to speak.
Good, please.
He will have his turn.
I know, I would like to give him my time.
That's fine if he wants to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please, sir. That's an honorable, I can go with that. Even if I have a special matter to talk about it, but he's here.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Well, I just came to watch. I wasn't planning to speak, but since you give me the time, thank you so much. Well, I want to say hi to all of you. It's been a while since I was here in this chamber, and I want to thank you all for all the service that you are doing to the community. I want to take this opportunity also to thank the police department, police chiefs, for the great job that you have done, that you keep doing, especially in this last unfortunate incidents that happened. And I want to show support to the family of the child that was kidnapped, and thank the community members. We all realize now that we have a responsibility as a community to work with the police department, and as they keep saying, if you see something, say something. So I also want to recommend that you guys do whatever it takes to support the police department. I know there is some items to support the police department. I think the flock system is really good, the drones, all the technology is very helpful. And when you weigh the harms and the benefits of everything, you would find that there are more benefits for bringing more technology to the police department. So we want to also thank the young man, Abdurrahman, for his courage in saving the girl. And I have heard that he is a green card holder. So here's a green card holder saving an American citizen against a criminal who is also an American citizen. So we need to change the narrative that the immigrants are a threat. They are not. I mean, we have a lot of good people. And, you know, as I remember, every month, not a single month that passes by without hearing about a Yemeni citizen being killed somewhere. In New York, California, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina. You know, those are people who come to fight for a better life. And a lot of them are American citizens. So the narrative that, you know, those people are a threat to the American people is not accurate. And I say this, and I'm part of the current administration, so I have to speak the truth, because I have seen so many good people being killed or being victims for violence, and they are here just to fight for a better life. So in Hamtramck, we have a community that's safe, and the crime rate is one of the lowest in the country. And every criminal that comes to Hamtramck is not from Hamtramck. Almost 95% of them are from outside of our community. We need to work as a community, cooperate and collaborate with the police department and the city government to protect our community and to put public safety as a priority. So I want to take this opportunity again to thank you all, thank the mayor, city council, all of you, police chief, city manager, city attorney, and all the audience who came today, and good luck with everything.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I
Mr.
want to reemphasize on, because you said the mic wasn't on earlier. So just want to say to whoever's listening online that we had pushed back, awarded, given us a thank you certificate to Abdurrahman Abu Hatim, who showed the courage yesterday in helping the victim and keeping her away from the criminal that was with her in the gas station. And we want to thank him for being a hero yesterday, and we also want to thank everyone that was involved from the community, from the person that was with her at the time, giving our police department information on her location. We want to thank the police officers that showed up there and then at the right time to capture that criminal. And we also want to thank the victim herself, who took the courage to let the gas station clerk know that she's in danger and that she's been kidnapped. And just to her family, that we're with you. We know this is tough. It's hard, and we're here for any support. So thank you.
All right, next up we have Katie.
My name is Catherine Marie Burkowski-Zatzek. I live on Trowbridge Street. My grandparents immigrated from Poland. My grandfather owned a small jewelry store where the CVS is today. So I have long ties to Hamtramck. I am a Roman Catholic woman priest. And I follow Jesus, and I follow Pope Leo's work, as he has been insistent to be peacemakers wherever we live and however we can participate in peacemaking. I come with the values of each one of us as a beloved son and daughter of God. And it is our community that must protect each other, as the incident that just happened, the horrific incident. I am worried about the use of the flock surveillance systems because I've seen 2 Humvees, and police Humvees. My son was in Iraq, captain of Army patrol, and a bomb blew up under an IED, and I spent 8 months at Walter Reed taking care of his colostomy. And I'm a chaplain and a priest, I'm not a nurse. So I know the violence that can be put upon countries and communities. So I stand against the use of more flock, and I think other people are going to talk about data. So I want to protect each one, each generation, the seniors, the parents, the children, the babies. I want to be part of you and all of us as we help protect and secure our community. So I just want to say thank you for listening to me, and I pray for each of us, all of us, our communities, our safety and security, and our oneness of being together, because we have to do the work. No one else will. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got Naji, Maiden Begmantown.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Naji, and I'm Chaos Media. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, Made in Bangladesh. You know. Tonight I want to talk about something serious. Okay. So safety. First things first, Chief. I want to say that I love everything that you're doing. Okay. I gotta get that out first. But now, I love what you're doing. I don't love flock. Okay. So the proposed expansion of flock cameras in our city. To be clear, I support public safety. We all do. Right? But safety without trust is not safety. Right now, you are asking this city to double down on surveillance. More cameras, more data, more tracking. So I have to ask, have you really done your homework? So because other cities have, and some of them are now walking away from the flock cameras. So right here in Michigan, the city of Ferndale ended their partnership with flock after community concerns about privacy and data use. That should raise a red flag to you guys, okay? Across the country, cities are now pausing canceling or reevaluating these systems because of concerns of data sharing, privacy, and misuse. There have been cases where license plate cameras led to wrongful stops and arrests due to errors in the system. So that's a risk, right? So here's the real issue, okay? This system doesn't just capture license plates, it tracks movement, it builds patterns. It creates a record where people go, when they go, and how often. So my question to you is very simple, guys. Can you say, right now with certainty, who has access to this data? How is it being used? And how will it not be misused? Because if you can't answer these questions clearly, then why are we investing more of our money into this? And let's go even deeper, all right? In some places, cities have had to limit or shut down data sharing features after public backlash because residents were not comfortable with how far the data could reach. What other agencies could reach this data? Like ICE. So again, this is not a hypothetical concern. This is actually happening right now across the cities in Michigan. So my ask is very simple. Just before expanding this system, slow down, brothers. Bring full transparency to residents, answer these questions clearly, and explore other solutions to public safety that don't come at a cost of privacy. Because we can have both, safety and privacy. We don't have to choose. So yes, funding the police, love it. Funding Flock, I hate it. So let's just really do our research, that's all I'm asking. I was gonna say something about the city clerk, but who cares, right? At the time. All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got Bill Meyer.
Hello, Mayor, Councilor, Bill Meyer from Trowbridge Street, veteran council meeting attendee. I've been here for a few meetings, so I wanted to do my personal welcome to our new city manager, Adele Adlani, that I have to learn to say correctly. Adele, thank you so much for taking the job, which most people would fear. I'd like to also add the praise to our city police department, the police chief, and the community that helped solve that crime, especially to the young students who were right on the ball with their technology, helping with their iPhones. This shows the power of community working together. This is what we have here. We have small, and we can get so much done when we work together. We know that. Adults actually should learn from their kids how to use geolocation and AI and social media to the benefit of each other. Actually, like you can use your phone, you can have find my phone, you can have find the kidnapper, you can do all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's all available with technology. Police should use this. I'm surprised the police don't have this technology that you just use your phone and find somebody. You can use AI to find out ways to stop problems we have in the city, like ballot harvesting, to help define residency. You can do everything to define, to help elected officials work together. How can you work together better? That sort of stuff. AI can be very helpful. But technology can be used for good, and then it can be used for bad. Some of us are worried about flaw. Yes, but the technology is not bad. It's the way you use it. Televisions are good media, but there's some bad stuff on television and there's some good stuff on television. So let's not condemn the media or technology. I would like to say that the recent social media exchanges that were insulting to many people between a council member and a former city clerk, that was uncalled for, and that type of personal attacks and insults are not going to help bring the community together at all. I happen to know these two people, and I personally find them warm and hospitable people. Rana was doing a tremendous job as city clerk. She was very, very efficient in her job. I'm sure there's other issues dealt with, but I appreciate the way she did the job and worked with the community. And also our council member, Naeem, who is also a committed compassionate person, a giving person, a loving person. I think these people shouldn't be portrayed negatively at all. We have to find ways to get past this stuff. Okay, can I get one more minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so, I wanted to, thank you for finally getting the elevator fixed in the building. That's gonna be good, because I'm getting old and it's getting a little harder every year to walk the elevator a couple of steps. I also wanna thank, Omar for working on the sound system here, or at least on the pic. Look how beautiful the picture is. Oh, that's great. High def. Okay.
It's not the pictures you, Bill.
Yeah, now, I think we can all hear each other too. I don't know, is the speaker on, but, I could hear everybody talk back there, so I think that's working good too.
Shout out to our IT guy in the back, that's actually.
Oh,
very
there he
cool.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Kudos to the IT guy. All right, so this is all working together, folks. You gotta always put this in front of everything. All our differences have to be overlooked. You know, we're in a tough state, and I wanna thank Greg Kirshner again, once again, for filming these, council meetings, which is a thankless job. I know he's not getting paid much or anything, but, does it for the community. We're doing things for each other. This is all positive stuff. But we're in a tough state in the world, as we all know. I just found out that for the first time in our country, the first time in US history, that college graduates are working less than high school graduates. I mean, it's the first time in our history. The economy's sinking, folks.
Bill, I'm sorry,
And there's wars in the world that we have to overcome, and I'll cover that later as part two.
Thank you.
Alright, next up we have Seth A. I wanna fix that one up, I'm sorry.
Thanks. My name is Seth Archambault. This is my first time at this, and so thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing me to speak.
Welcome.
I've been here for 8 years in Pullman Street, and yeah, when I saw the agenda about Flock, it brought me out. I guess, you know, people have made really tremendous, like, great statements about how I feel about Flock, the data concerns, you know, just the concerns for how it actually threatens us, threatens our communities right now. You know, and this week we've really seen, you know, what people have been talking about is just like, thank you to everyone in the community who made yesterday not be a disaster. And I think what, you know, I just want to reinforce, yeah, obviously it's our communities that keep us safe, you know. Technology, I'm a software engineer, so like I use technology. I think it can be wielded very like powerfully. And there was a really great example, yeah, when kids use it to find their friend who's been kidnapped, that's an excellent use of technology. And what's great about that is the ownership is in the friend's hand. Like they have control over that. The thing I really don't like about Flock is a surveillance system that we do not have control over. No one in this room has control over it. And across the country, even if individual towns wished that they could ensure that it could be used only for good things, they could not. So ICE has used people's, like, cities' Flock data to do harm on its community. And that's something that I think we really need to get out ahead of, because it would be really terrible to see something that the city spends money on, something that we're spending our tax dollars on, go to really hurting people in a way that, you know, any benefits that you could put to that could never balance out. So that's really, yeah, what I wanted to say. Just, you know, I hope that someday I'm able to walk in here and see an agenda item that's about, let's talk about canceling Flock, you know, and I certainly hope that today you please don't expand it. So thank you.
Next
So,
up, we have Arthez Mitchell.
Just a quick comment that we have,
Okay.
there were several residents that talked about Flock, so we'll get to that, have maybe the chief of police address that when we get to that resolution.
Arthez Mitchell?
Is it Anthea Mitchell?
I'm sorry, Anthea Mitchell?
If it's A-N-T-H, that's me.
Yeah, it is.
Someone steal someone else's.
I see an R, I thought it was a Z, I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's my handwriting and
It's
it's
my fault.
You're totally fine. Hi, my name is Anthea Mitchell. I'm a resident. I live over on Mead Street in Bangladesh, and I am, much like many of the other folks here today, I was drawn out because of the flock camera resolution. And so my concerns are kind of in a similar vein. I'm a data analyst by trade. That's what I do in my day job. And in general, when you're talking about data, you want to look at the good it can do, you want to look at the bad it can do, and that should all be part of like the decision making. And just to read like a quote from an investigation into Flock data use. Flock left live streams and administrator control panels for at least 60 of its AI-enabled condor cameras around the country, exposed to open internet, where anyone could watch them, download 30 days worth of video archive, and change settings, see log files, and run diagnostics. And so I think there would probably be pushback from Flock and like the people who sell Flock on like how that's changed, or you know, why that can or can't happen now, or you know, what situations that would happen in. But I would say I am generally distrustful of an organization where that has happened. And I would say when we talk about a child who was targeted for kidnapping in our community, I would say I have concerns about the idea that someone could access camera footage of children walking to and from school, watch patterns of how people move, have a more effective ability to target kids, have a more effective ability to target community members, and I would expand that to ICE's presence, especially at a time where ICE is arresting people purely on the motive that, oh, they weren't speaking English. That is an acceptable motive that's being used by ICE. Whether or not someone has citizenship, a green card, much like the individual who intervened in that case, a member of our community, these would all be reasons that ICE would intervene, and it's a reason that I'm distrustful of how that data is shared. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Doherty?
Hi, Assalamu alaikum, Honorable Council, Police Chief, everyone else. Thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Jordy. I am a software engineer by trade. I actually work specifically on computer vision systems. And I'm here to sound like a broken record about Flock, following on the last few people. Well, first of all, let me say, I want to reiterate something Anthea pointed out about the security vulnerabilities of these systems. There have been multiple investigations from media outlets and tech journalists about these systems, and they have published their findings, and I am uniquely qualified to comment on the results of their findings, and I find them very credible that these systems are not secure. And when I say not secure, as the person before me pointed out, sometimes that just means open to the internet. It's Netflix for stalkers. I just want to let that sink in. If we want to talk about prevention, a surveillance system does not necessarily prevent crime. You're assuming because somebody knows it's there, they'll choose not to do something. Really, the most powerful use case is analyzing after the fact. In Flock's case, this is a superpower for bad actors. Okay, we are empowering them as much as we're empowering our police chief because of how widely accessible these camera systems can be. And to the gentleman who spoke earlier, mentioned the crime rate in Hamtramck. It's an incredibly safe community to live in, and I'm so honored to be part of this community. And on that point, I would ask you, why would you sell out the privacy rights of all your citizens in one of the safest communities when we've already achieved so much in crime prevention without it? I would ask you to weigh the pros and the cons. To the gentleman who spoke before, I would ask cite your sources. If you want to know about how secure Flock is, Google 404 Media Flock. You can find all the reporting on there. If you want some other sources, Bennett Jordan on YouTube has some incredible in-depth analysis. As a tech journalist, he worked with 404 Media and several other outlets to basically show how faulty these systems are. And I want to reiterate especially, this is not a system that is in the control of anyone in this room, right? That you don't control who has access, they do. Any Flock employee could log in and watch whatever they want. And that's just like what's allowed. That's, again, ignoring what's not allowed by bad actors. Additionally, I would ask you to consider the things that Flock will tell you about this system. You should think about them critically, right? you want to look for evidence that these things are used for good. When Flock's marketing statements were investigated, they used Oakland, California as one of their examples. Several journalists reached out to Oakland, and actually, as their example of how they reduced crime, Oakland, California said, oh, actually, yeah, that data is completely incorrect. When Flock was asked to prove their methodology,
You can ask for another minute.
May I have one more minute?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So again, I would ask everyone to, similar to what the gentleman said before, pump the brakes, consider it, spend some time on it. If you think the good outweighs the bad, really try to prove it to yourself. And when you go to ask Flock these questions, consider what their motive is. You're asking them, hey, should I hand you all of this taxpayer money so that you can data mine our community and sell that data again? They're gonna say yes, of course. They're gonna assure you up and down. But the overwhelming evidence from independent sources is that they cannot be trusted. They are not accountable. They are not a public entity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
I think that, just to clarify, that the idea of having cameras is to prevent crimes, and such as auto theft. And that's the whole idea of having cameras, is to keep our safety safe, not the other way around. But with the concerns you brought up, it's something that we would ask the chief and look into it, because, and it's not any common resident, these are data engineers, so we gotta consider their points and make sure that what we bring in is safe for our residents and not used against us. So, go ahead. On to the next.
Yep, we got Sean Cope.
Mayor, Council, thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak. Coincidentally, I also work for a data organization, and I'm here to talk about my opposition to the resolution for Flock cameras, increasing them, but even their presence at all in our city. As noted in recent months, over 50 municipalities across the country have canceled their Flock contracts. As mentioned, Ferndale just up the road from us, and others from other systems besides Flock. Because the leaders of those municipalities understood that this is a flawed, broken, and corrupt system that doesn't actually do much to make residents safer. Security flaws, as were just mentioned, are well known and publicly available, because this is demonstrating that they've been accessed, and the means to access them are also open to the public. For people to spy, to people to watch, to stalk. And there are even cases of police officers accessing the cameras to stalk and harass citizens. And with recent scandals in our own police force, they still have to build trust of residents to properly use technology that surveils us, that watches us walk, watches us drive, watches us go about our daily lives. There's a strong possibility that somebody was just taken by ICE right on Joseph Campo. And these cameras only make it easier for ICE to capture somebody based just on their ethnicity, as approved by Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh last fall. So for these reasons, and those stated by others, and many more, I don't think you should extend the contract, but I think it should also be canceled. These cameras don't actually make us safer. They make us more paranoid to live freely. And instead of fancy AI cameras, to have eyes in the city, the police could be out of their cars, out of the station, walking around town, where the people are, where my fellow residents of Hamtramck are, to know our police, to know who it is that is here to protect us. They could be on bikes, moving through town, experiencing firsthand what those of us who walk and bike around here have to deal with inconsiderate drivers. The drivers in this town are the biggest threat to my safety. $95,000 could buy some really nice bikes instead of spy cameras. The budget of our town is small, so please use it to improve our lives, not to spy on us, and to make it easier for ICE to kidnap my neighbors. Thank you.
Corey Hall.
Good evening, Honorable City Council, Mayor, Mr. Mayor, Mr. City Manager, Mr. Chief of Police. My name is Corey Hall. I actually was planning on coming here. I planned to come here last week to introduce myself to you as a candidate for state senate. However, this is not the time nor place to talk about that. And what I wanted to talk about is I was sitting here listening to the community and listening to these individuals talking about the flock cameras. I think it's important that we realize that the community came together yesterday and a life was saved. And I think that's what we need to round ourselves about most. And I think that we need to think about, as we think about these flock cameras, we also need to think about how your next state senator can be helpful with partnerships with the city of Detroit and with Wayne County and with the state of Michigan to help you bridge that gap that you have with more criminal violence intervention dollars and things of that nature, so that we can help make Hamtramck even more safe than it already is. And so I would leave it at that, and leave it that I'm sitting here listening to the concerns and would love to talk to you after the meeting about any additional concerns that you have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last one we have is Mark Corey.
Thank you very much. I've heard some of the commentary by people who have had more to eye on the technical aspect of flock and these data systems, and I do appreciate those commentaries. I just want to add my own personal observations regarding flock and some of these other surveillance type systems that are being used by cities. First of all, the one thing I've heard, the common thread all tonight was security. Who's going to get these things? Will ICE be allowed to get them? Will the state police, the FBI? Who's going to get these? Secondly, who could have access, who may not be even intended to get access? I'll give you guys as an example. Recently, the 40 top leaders of Iran were killed in 1 minute by the Israeli government in one strike. And you know what the Israeli government said, how we did it? We did it through surveillance cameras. We hacked surveillance cameras in Tehran, so we knew the movements of all of Iran's leaders. They hacked those systems and were able to use it to kill the leaders, which is the first time in world history that civilian leaders were killed at the same time by a foreign government. So what I'm thinking is, who can access information, who can misuse it, it can be used for a lot of improper purposes. I can tell you, one case I had involved in the state of Hamtramck, it was a different type of situation, but it was with the lien system, where people who had not even city employees were accessing lien, running people's plates, and then calling the dispatch to ticket these people. And it was not proper to do that. It was against policy, it was against state law, federal law, and it happened over a period of time. Several people came before this city council to complain of that. One was Kathy Gordon, I remember. I had a client, Omar Wasso, we had sued the city after that happened. But it brings, you gotta look at the liability aspect too, to have this situation where people can access it in a legal manner, expose the state liability too. So we have to look at these aspects and see, should we have these things? License plate readers are another area of a really area of interest where at one point, Oregon community had said, okay, we're gonna destroy everything for 1 week. We'll take license plate, we'll take people's plates. Problem is, these plates access everybody. When they look at these plates, everybody's, if a cop car goes through a parking lot, and a Kroger's parking lot, everybody shops at Kroger's, it's only picked up and put in a police database. So in other words, if you go shop at Kroger, a police car comes by, that means every person at that lot is gonna be registered with the police, that they were there, Kroger's buying whatever at that time period to place them for potential issues. Is it a violation of privacy? No, not under law, but it is a violation of a principle of personal issues of propriety. That's how I see it. So be very, very careful when looking at these items before you approve them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, the next item of business is the consent agenda. These are routine items that will be approved by a single motion with no discussion unless a member wishes to remove an item for separate discussion. A, approval of minutes from the March 24, 2026 regular city council meeting. B, approval of pre-approved expenditures, date ending April 14, 2026. C, approval of invoice register date ending April 14, 2026. D, resolution 2026-60, approving appointments of boards and commissions.
I make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, moving on to old business. We have one item in old business, Resolution 2026-45, adoption of an official social media use and moderation policy for the city of Hamtramck, incorporating Exhibit A as the Hamtramck social media decorum policy and providing related matters. Can I get a motion?
I got a motion. Second.
Okay, so just, there has been some confusion about this resolution, and I just want to clarify, including the comment that was made in an email. First, this resolution is just to set a policy for our social media. Like other cities, they do have social media policy, where they have like rules and when to unhide a comment or remove a comment. We can't just randomly do that, or and it's better than turning off the comment page like we did previously, where we didn't allow anybody to speak. We would allow people to speak their point of view, but if it's something that has nothing to do with a post, for example, oh, this city is a third world country, or has nothing to do with a post, we should have the option to hide it or remove it, just like with other cities that have. But in order to do that, in order not to violate the First Amendment and allowing people to say their opinion, is you have city has a social media policy that states when to do that. Now, this doesn't take so much time or effort. It's just maybe 3 comments in a single post that's posted once a day, once every other day. So basically, this is just so we don't have to turn off the comment section. So that's it. That's all there is to it. So anybody has any other comment on this?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
so who is going to be admin?
There's several admins on the social media, including myself.
That is the problem for us.
Omar, anybody that is in the social media.
This resolution brought to us, we deny us for due to that reason.
What's the reason?
Whether the reason you pick or somebody pick somebody who always criticize our community, who always negatively speaking to the newspaper and the media about us. And that kinds of person already in the part of the committee. So if you are alone is the admin, I don't have no problem. If you have a couple of people, that is my problem.
So what you're saying is that we should designate one person to do
One
this?
admin.
Yeah, that's
admin.
fine. That's good.
That's all I can buy it.
Yeah,
One admin.
That's a good point.
No other people, no committee. Admin it could be city manager, it could be mayor. You already
But the
speaking.
communication director, like, not me, it could be Omar.
It could about only one. No committee from the outside of city hall.
Oh, but that's for sure. There's nobody in the.
Well,
admin
that's
page
what I
for-
want to make sure. You already speak. There's a couple of people in the committee. So
Okay.
if it is inside the city hall, city employee, I approve it.
Okay.
And then with regards to the legal aspect, Merrill had been consulted with me and I was able to make sure that there's like a plethora of case law on point here that defines what you need to, how you can do this basically, or what the
There's the
scope of it.
conflict.
So I made sure that we stay within, the scope of
Respect.
what the case law allows us, and so I made that policy in that light, so if anybody's wondering, it
Mr. Brown.
definitely passes constitutional muster.
Thank you to clear us. You will be the admin. So last time I asked the same question last meeting, who will be the admin? So I trust you and I trust my mayor. If you will be the admin, only admin, I'm okay with this resolution.
Thank you.
And I
Councilor.
talked to you personally also. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Sure.
I have different aspects of this
Sure.
perspective. If you, I read the whole thing, the Exhibit A.
Mhm.
There's a contradiction there, if I may read this. At the bottom, you cleared that even though, respect to the council, that one admin will monitor and manage these medias, but here's the things. How do I know if I have a drawback or not? Which
have
means drawback, which means how am I doing? If I don't hear from the communities,
That has
comments.
nothing to do with it.
No, the media,
This is for deleting comments, yes or no, that's it.
but you also have mentioned here, I can read that scoop, Section 2 scoop. The policy applies to all official social media accounts operated by or on behalf of the city of Hamtramck, including accounts maintained by city departments, offices, and staff in their official capacities, collectively official city accounts. Then you mentions here, this policy does not apply to the purely personal social media accounts
Yeah.
of city employees or officials,
Yeah.
where such accounts are not used to conduct official city business and do not hold themselves out as official city accounts.
So this is just for the city social media, that's it. It's not for your personal or my personal. We manage that on our own. This is just for
But
the.
the express of our positions that comes from the community feedback. America
Yes.
is a freedom
They
of
can, they
speech.
can criticize, they can say, oh, the mayor's this or the council's that, but they just, it
Limitation.
just doesn't have to be
There has to
odd.
be limitation.
It doesn't have to, like, you know, like, something like random about something different or insulting another resident, something, you know, like that's not, shouldn't be there. That's all there is.
There's specific guidelines of what can be, not everything can be hidden or deleted. Very, very specific things can.
Exactly.
So
Please.
whoever is made the admin, I suggest you read and reread what I wrote so that you don't fall outside of it. Because
Exactly.
we could be sued if we do.
Exactly,
It's
that's
very
just where I
important
was
that you
going.
Don't
Now,
hide something
we're
that's
trying to,
not, that does not fall within what, and if you have an issue where you have a question of, there's a gray area, does this fall under the policy or not, I suggest you just
Yep.
email it to me and I can decide.
And I think we have a media officer here and for that purpose. And we can have him the only person that does that. And if there's a gray area, like he can reach out to the attorney.
Okay.
Also, Mr. Chair, I
Yes.
want to make a comment
Yes.
there. We are approving on request, but also we are approving the risks also there. So if we don't follow the law, what attorney said, be careful, and we're going to be lawsuit left and right. So that's all I want to
Okay.
caution.
Thank you.
Okay?
I did win a big First Amendment lawsuit for us, so I could do it again, but I'd rather we don't have.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
we
we don't
should.
want it.
So it'll be clear, and we
That's
want,
why,
we
that
would
is the
only
reason,
touch the
Mr. Mayor,
obvious. We would-
is it worth it to do so, opening a door to the people, public to do a lawsuit
We would
or,
only be removing the obvious.
you know,
stuff, not,
things. It's
yeah.
like, you know, freedom of speech and is.
Okay,
there.
let's
Okay.
try it. If
Yes,
it didn't
sir.
work out,
Yes,
we're
exactly.
gonna
Because
delete.
I tell you,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys read
Can
the
you-
whole thing. There's so many things that is written there. It contradicts. It's
We
like
can amend it.
confusion, but it's okay. I'm just saying this
Okay.
to the public because I represent the community and the public.
You
But
got-
I'm okay with this
Yeah.
deleting some of this
You get it. No,
content.
this is.
But I just make sure we are following the rules and laws that we are adopting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else has anything?
He's right. Please make sure you follow the rules. That's
Yeah.
it, as long as you
Okay.
can, that's it.
Yep. Thank you, Councilman. Can you call the roll?
All right, Councilman Sadman,
I'll abstain.
Councilman Al-Samari,
For myself, I don't like the social media. I'm gonna say no.
Councilman Hassan,
No,
Councilman Saeed,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes.
we're all set, yep, resolution 2026-45
they completely
has been
turn
approved.
around, call it.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to new business. Resolution A, Resolution 2026-46, approving the fiscal year 2024 state and local cybersecurity grant program award. Get a motion?
I got a motion.
Second.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to keep this pretty brief. The Michigan State Police Emergency Management and Homeland Security Division has awarded the city of Hamtramck $270,887 in federal grant funds under the fiscal year 2024 state and local cybersecurity grant program. This funding is going to support the implementation of advanced backup solutions for the city to support systems to improve security, protect sensitive data, and reduce our cyber risk. Since the program is federally funded through FEMA and administered by the state of Michigan, there's no local cost share for us at all. And the state is providing the 20% match on behalf of all subrecipients. So there is no budget impact whatsoever, and this is just a big win for us. No general fund dollars or local match are required. So at the recommendation of the IT department and administration, we ask that council approves this attached resolution and accepts this grant.
Offer.
Second.
I think it's been offered, right?
Yeah, it's already
Okay.
Okay.
seconded by me, and it was.
Okay, so we
Okay.
just need to call the,
Yep.
is anybody has any
No,
else
no.
to discuss?
No.
Okay, Omar, can you call the roll?
Alright, Councilman El Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Saeed,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-46 has been approved.
Okay. B, Resolution 2026-47, approving the award for the 2026 Joint Sealing Program, construction contract to Hutch Paving.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. So, we put out to bid to have joint sealing done on, we had 17 roads. We received 3 bids back. Hutch Paving was the lowest bid at $86,400. So, requesting with the 10% contingency to award them the contract at $95,040.
You say how many roads? 17 road?
It's 17 streets, so it's all the streets that have been resurfaced
Mhm.
from about 2020 to, I think the last resurfacing was done in 2024. So it's just
Right.
the joint sealing where cracks start to form. You wanna do that at least every 2 years, cause as water gets down there, water will get down during winter months, it freezes, which expands it and opens those cracks up wider, which then starts to deteriorate the road. So it's a maintenance program that we need to do.
Essentially, the potholes will get much worse
Yeah,
if you don't do
yeah.
this, so you have to do this, or else you're gonna
And
have.
these,
really
these
bad
are on the
potholes.
newly paved roads.
So just to clarify, this is already in the fiscal, in the budget to do it, or how is the
It's
funding?
coming out of Act 51 money, so yeah, it was in the, I believe it's in the budget, yes.
It is.
Okay,
So, Ms. Stephanie, Mr. Mayor, if I
Go
may
ahead,
say-
yes.
Okay. A joint selling program, I see, it's across the state, every city is doing it, and every city has that options. My questions to you, ma'am, what are the services that you're going to conclude or consist of that sealing program? You know, is it just a pothole, or are you talking about cleaning, you know, doing the pavement? What are the services that includes in this budget?
So it's the HMA roads, so the asphalt roads that were recently done between 2020 and 2024. So where they milled down the road, they resurfaced it.
Mhm.
It's only those streets, so there's 17 streets that we have. And what they're gonna do is they'll go through, clean out the cracks that have formed, and put in like a rubberized asphalt material to seal it up.
So it's not like they're patching the road, no.
That's
no.
something totally
That's totally different. See, that's what I wanted to make the difference, that they're not going to patching the holes where they're fixing the roads. This money is going to the cracks and those, that expanded during the winter time, right?
yes.
These are, so.
The cracks
I said-
is parts
But
of the.
it's not part of the patching the holes. And Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, if you don't mind,
Yeah,
I
go
ask
ahead.
a question, then I get to
Yes, go ahead.
clarify these things, so I can have an understanding. Because this is, my responsibility is sitting behind this desk.
Sure.
So, the other thing, Ms. Stephanie, that's Act 51, can you refresh our memories in Act 51? What is Act 51 and where is this money coming from?
So the city gets Act 51 money, you get monthly, right? Yeah, monthly. So you have 48% of your roads are considered minor, and 52, I believe, are major. So it's a 48-52 split, which is close to a 50.
Oh, the
let's
C.
say. So you get Act 51 money towards both the minor and major roads. So with that, you get that money, it's able to be spent on either repairing, reconstructing, or maintaining roads.
Okay, and,
Okay, I
yeah,
have some
go
Thank
ahead.
you.
From the 17 road, can we start from the area, make it clear? Start from the Holbrook South, the whole area from Conan to Lumberton?
Over south, I'd have to relook at the map.
The whole area in the south, the whole area.
It's only the roads that have been recently repaved. So like out here on Yemen's, between Joseph Campo and Gallagher, that was recently repaved. That's
Correct.
one of the streets.
How about the Gay Cab in Roosevelt?
Those haven't been repaved yet.
Is there,
So just the
the
new
new
roads.
roads
Just
that,
I know
roads
that
that
they
were
repaved.
resurfaced from
That's
2010
the
new
new
ones
they
only.
done before, they're gonna be repaired again.
This is for the new ones they did.
I
They
know.
wanna make sure they don't crack.
It's just sealing up the joints. So
Yes.
as like you get a crack in the road, you wanna go through and seal that up. So
Right.
it doesn't expand and make it wider and then we get more profit.
What's the cost?
So the total cost for
95?
for Hutch is $95,040.
Okay. And that's usually how it's done with other cities?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's the, Mayor, this,
Go
just to clarify, this is the lowest bid
Yes.
out of the three. I read the
Okay.
whole thing,
Okay.
and it says that this is the lowest bid we got, this
Okay.
company. And I think we want to go with the lowest bid
Okay.
because that's what we can afford.
That's fine.
Yeah, and Hutch Paving was
I-
the one that came in and did the roads. They're, they've done this throughout Southeast Michigan. They're a very reputable company.
Okay, anybody else has any
No, yes.
comment? Okay, Lynn, can you call over?
Councilman Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Said,
Yes.
Councilman Sedman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Outside is outside,
Oh, okay.
he's fasting.
Councilman Chowdhury.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-47 has been approved.
Okay. C, Resolution 2026-48, approving the construction management services for the 2026 Joint Sealing Program, Act 51.
So this is for,
Oh,
Let me get a motion.
We need a motion to,
I got a
can I
motion.
make a motion again?
Second.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
خلاص.
Okay.
sorry about that. So this is for Hennessy Engineers to do the construction management, overseeing Hutch Paving, making sure that we have an inspector on site, processing the pay apps, all that normal stuff that we usually do. So the total for that is $6,912, not to exceed.
Okay, anybody has anything to add? No?
It's just maintaining
Okay,
management fees.
Omar, can you call?
Yeah.
Councilman Chowdhury,
Yes, sir.
Councilman Sedman,
Yes.
Councilman Said,
Yes.
Councilman Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-48 has been approved.
Thank you. D, Resolution 2026-49, approving the award for the 2026-2027 lead service line replacement program EPA grant.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, so the city has received a $5.8 million EPA grant. So this is
Yes.
for construction only of lead service lines up in the northeast quadrant of the city, so between Carpenter to Kniff, Joseph Campo to Conant. So that's the only area we're allowed to work. What we did is we put this out to bid. I put it out for 3 contractors to maximize the number of contractors we got in the city at one time to get this completed. So I didn't have one contractor trying to do 669 service lines. So we got bids back on all 3 contracts. On the first 2 contracts, Absolute Quality was the lowest. On the 3rd contract, Super Construction was the lowest. Both of these contractors have done work and have done good quality work in the city of Hamtramck, as well as Southeast Michigan. So it's our recommendation to award contract 1 to Absolute Quality with a 6% contingency and the total amount of $1,640,868.87. Contract 2 to Absolute Quality with a 6% contingency in the amount of $2,072,391.69. And then contract 3 to Super Construction with a 6% contingency in the total amount of $2,018,467.96.
Well, I like the idea of dividing into different contractors so it can be done faster. So, I don't know, anybody has, go ahead.
I
Councilman.
do, Mr. Mayor. Well, I just wanted to clarify and to tell the folks of Hamtramck this construction management fees is coming out of will be funded through city's water and sewer
That's the next resolution.
That, oh, that's, it is, I
We're
mean,
just awarding the contract.
oh,
for
you,
the-
EP,
just
oh,
the
that's the,
contract.
okay.
Yeah,
So I
for
had
the
opened,
paving.
this is another one. That's the environmental EPA, right, grant? This budget impact though, right? This is,
It's a
the
3.8.
grant fund, sorry.
B.
Okay, so that was, I was already ahead of these
Yeah.
things. So, yeah, it's grant funded, I have no questions, it's good. As long as the budget is not impacted, that's my
Okay.
concern, I'm
So
sorry.
this, I just wanna reiterate that this, we checked, double checked, and triple checked to make sure that we couldn't, that it was only for construction. So that's the only thing we can do with this grant money, we can't.
Thank you.
defer.
Okay,
Yes.
Councilman
Mr. Chair,
Sedman.
so I have a question, like, so contract 1 and 2 we are giving to the only one contractor, or it's two different ones?
It's to one contractor, so what I did put in the bid is make sure if you bid on multiple contracts, that you can sit there and, that means having 2 crews in there or whatnot. So, and they verified that they could, so it is going, you know, I wanted to see 3 contractors in here was my goal. Obviously, it is a grant, so I do have to go with lowest qualified bid.
How do you verify that the contractor with 2 projects is making sure that they're doing the two projects at the same time?
We talked to them and everything, so, but there is a date that they have to be done by.
Okay.
So if they have.
Is there
one, you know,
consequences if they go beyond the deadline?
There is.
Because we've seen projects where they stay a while, you know?
No, I know. So, yep, we'll be on to make sure it gets done.
Okay.
What's the number of service line to be replaced by contract number 1 out of this is 169?
I'm sorry,
For contract number 1, how many
how many were on contract number 1?
lines?
I don't have that written down in front of me. They ranged anywhere from like 170 to 200 and something per contract, so it's a total of 669. I don't remember each contract.
Okay. So, okay, let's, Omar, can you call, unless anybody else has any, go ahead.
Alright, Councilman Musa.
I was not there, unfortunately, I will abstain.
Grand money, grand money.
Grant money.
Grant money, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's free.
Said yes?
yes, yes.
Alright, Councilman Sadman?
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry?
Yes, sir.
Councilman Saeed?
Yes.
Councilman El
Yes.
Councilman Hassan?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-49 has been approved.
Okay, E, Resolution 2026-50, approving construction management services for the 2026-27 lead service line replacement program, EPA grant. Motion.
I got a
Second.
motion.
Okay, motion first, second. Go ahead.
Okay, so this one obviously is for us, for Hennessy Engineers, to oversee the construction management services. So that means having an inspector on site, making sure contractors doing what they're supposed to do, executing the contract for the specifications, processing the pay applications, and helping the city put in for the disbursement to get the grant, to receive, get the reimbursement of the grant money as it's spent.
How much you charging?
So, I'm sorry, 493,000,
Wow.
that's to cover all 3 contracts. And, that's administer a $5.8
I know.
million grant, it's a lot of work.
Well, last time 10 million, I had only $170,000,
So just to.
long time ago.
Okay, city manager, you wanna say
Can
something?
you explain what you, like,
Yeah, but it is the city money. It
Okay.
is,
Right.
this money not coming from the grant.
It's coming, it's included in the previous one.
No. Their supervision fee is coming from,
It has to come out of the water and sewer fund.
yeah, this is coming from our city.
But it's included in the previous resolution, 5.8 million.
No, the grant money is the 5.8.
Right?
The grant money is only.
No, you
for
cannot touch the
construction.
grant supervision fee.
It cannot cover construction management.
No.
We-
The previous resolution, it says with the total, like,
No,
it says
cannot
10%.
touch.
That was, no, there's a 6%
Total with
contingency.
6% contingency,
That's if there's any overruns or
so it's
anything.
not included there?
No, it's not, it does not include the
I
construction
got a very
management.
clear
that's why I was doing.
experience. So, is this anyway? You can come up to the little lower money than what you charging us supervision.
So what I have to look at is, we have
Please.
to, so we have to actually hand out notices. We have somebody that goes out, gets notices out 45 days out before the project starts. And we have to get all the consent forms in from 669 residents. We have to help coordinate all of that to get the contractor into the home to replace the lead service line. We have to have an inspector out on 3 different
I know.
projects.
Do-
So
do
that's
you want
3
to-
inspectors.
I want, yeah.
Oh, hold on, let
May I
her
speak, Mr.
Yeah,
Mayor?
go ahead.
Oh, okay, let her finish, please.
I have a very good experience with the, before Hennessy come here, I was the councilman. We never had the Hennessy. We have the Steve Shai as the engineer, civil engineer, deputy director. He used to handle all those things. There is some competition and competitor market company also with the Hennessy and other we made with the Lansing. So I think is this is the taxpayer money and from the water and sewer system, and this is the money coming from our water bill and this and that.
Yes.
So I want Hennessy to reconsider that their supervision fee. I like to table it for next council. meeting.
I agree, because the water bills are already too much, and this would add to the water bills, and I'm against anything that adds increase the water bills. So we're gonna have to table it until next time to discuss it.
We need a
further.
motion, we need a motion. I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Can I
Oh.
add one other thing? That, so I know Amir and I had discussed our fees. We did lower them at one point when I gave him the overall
Yeah,
fee,
we'll
I
need
did
to,
lower
the
it by
council
10%.
would like to discuss it further with
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the CFO and the city manager.
Yes, so, okay, can you call the,
For it to be tabled?
Yeah.
For the table,
Yes.
Right.
We got Councilman Saray,
Yes.
Councilman
God,
Sukman.
very strong, that's good.
So to table it, right? Table.
yeah.
Table it. Councilman Musa,
For table, yes.
alright, Councilman Chaudhry,
Yes.
Councilman El Samiri,
Yes.
and Councilman Hassan.
Yes,
Resolution 2026-50 has been tabled.
Okay, F, Resolution 2026-51, approving the contract agreement for 2 SRO, School Resource Officers.
I'll make a motion.
second.
Motion by me and second
Go
by
ahead.
Hassan.
Honorable Mayor, good evening, Councilman, good evening, the City Attorney, City Manager, our former City Mayor, good evening, everybody. This agenda item, we're requesting the council, honorable council, to approve a contract between the Hamtramck Police Department and the Hamtramck Public Schools to assign 2 school resource officers to work with our 8 public schools in Hamtramck that serves over 3,000 students. The 2 officers will be, one will be totally funded by the Hamtramck Public Schools, while the other officer will be funded by the Hamtramck Police Department. This is a very important position. I have been in law enforcement for 31 years, and I don't know any single jurisdiction that does not have school resource officers. We used to have them before, they used to call their officers. They transitioned to school resource officers. Those officers will be working closely with the administration, directing and helping direct traffic, patrolling schools, school grounds, and so forth. So I highly recommend the honorable council and the mayor to approve the 2 positions.
There's also a lot of considerations when it came to the contracts that are attached. I wrote the contracts and made sure that the city is protected in any event, and to make sure that, no liability can befall us.
Mr.
Miss-
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Councilman.
Mr. Chair, so thank you, Chief, for addressing this. It is such a good idea, but at the same time, I'm looking at the budget impacts. I see the $100,000 will be coming from the public school, and $100,000 will be covered from the city of Hamtramck residents. That, with the keep in mind our budget limitations, we are already in deficit 1.3 million, and adding more expenditure to this budget is a concern. However, I understand how important the student safety is. No doubt about it. I have 4 kids. They go to school here. And
Amir, can you
safety
come
of
to the
that
podium,
is
please?
important. But the budget, we need to keep
Amir,
it
can
in
you come
mind,
to the-
that impacting the budget. Can we have our officer working for the Hamtramck Police School, Hamtramck Public School, but not having the city pay for it? Have the public school take care of it. Our officer can go, or we can compensate their health insurance or whatnot, but giving the 100,000 from the budget, it's a concern. That's
Can
all.
you address how this impacts our budget?
Well, as mentioned in the resolution,
50/50.
The requirement is, and it's a state requirement, that, you know, every school needs to have SROs. The school district and the city police department, we sat down with the school district and the president, and we hashed out the agreement based on which they are saying they're gonna pay for one officer and we will have to pay for another officer.
Yeah, that we understand.
So that amount has been kept from our part in the next coming budget.
Okay, so we have the budget for that.
So I have included it in the next year's budget.
Are we in deficit? Like,
Yes, like, you know, you mentioned.
If you
we
can
are going to
clarify that.
Have a deficit because we don't have the jail money.
Yeah, in that regard, we're, I know I've said it before, but we're coming to it, I've been putting pressure on them to respond. I sent them, our most recent draft of the agreement. I can
this
give
is,
the
this is,
details,
let's,
but-
yeah, this is not a
Should get-
discussion.
should
We're
get
talking
something
about the
soon.
budget.
So, but, yeah, it's, this SRO officer has been made part of the budget.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
So we're at, I'm sorry, 1 second.
Go ahead.
We're at 1 million, you said?
1.3.
no,
Roughly.
1.3 in a deficit.
it's not official here.
But
No, it's not.
So
It's
why
not
you
official.
declare now?
Exactly. I
It
don't
doesn't-
wanna talk about it because.
but
I'm
Yeah.
it's
the
not
budget
this-
here.
So we want to talk only
Let's
that
talk
this
about-
is
yeah.
resolution.
Okay.
But it is impacting the budget, so it's in there.
Okay.
So it is concerned to this whole thing. If you look at it, it's you have to allocate the money in order to hire somebody, and that will impact the budget. Whether you do today or tomorrow, there's a future plan, and if it's included in the budget, but we are already in deficit, we are adding more debt, more deficit. Which is fine. Like I said, is the concern of the students and safety of our students is a first priority. I have no problem. But at the same time, can we
No, I
look
mean-
at the other section where we can get the money and have these two officers?
So-
I mean, they're paying for one. Can we have the second one by or else? Is there a grant money there where
So-
we can use that?
And then
Instead of our general fund?
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yeah, of course, Chief.
So just to let you know, and normally the school resource officers in the summertime, schools are closed. They're used by Hamtramck.
Police department.
Police department, and this is, I mean, it's nice that they would let us do that, the Hamtramck, because the public schools, because they're gonna be used exclusively on patrol. Or whatever division we need to put them in. So if we have shortage of, and detective bureau based on the high number of cases, we might assign that person to work there. Most cities pay, it's half funding between the school districts and the cities.
So the only issue is that I think mentioned is that we're in deficit. That will, because the budget is not official, we'll have to look into that further. The other thing is, it's nice to have 2 police officers, or actually just one. We're gaining technically one from the public schools, Hamtramck public schools, during summertime. The rest of the time, they're utilizing our officer, for example, you know, that we're paying salary to.
Correct.
Yes.
So, I see where that Councilman Naeem is talking about, where it's actually impacting us, where we're not really benefiting as much. I would rather personally pay for a police officer to work for just the city, you know, go ahead.
I just want to clarify something. We are actually benefiting because these police officers are working in the city with the children of all the residents who live in the city. I think that's a key thing that we need to remember. They're not going and working in Novi or Detroit or, you know, Highland Park. They are staying in the city. They are protecting the children who live in the city. So the entire benefit is going to the city. And as part of the police responsibility, this is a legal requirement for all schools to have. You know, it's
Not the city, just schools, it's a requirement by the school, for the school to have police
Right,
officers.
all schools are supposed to have this.
Okay, but
So-
not the
so-
city.
So, no, not the city, but
Okay.
all schools are supposed, but.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
private school
Mr.
districts
Chair,
are
may I?
part of that.
Well, okay, let him,
You finish then I'll-
CFO, I respect to your statement that all the cities has it. All city has their budget, The bigger city, bigger budget, different city. Our city is only 2.2 square miles. We do not have so much of resources to expand our budget or, invest in something. I have no problem having 2 police officers. As I said, that safety of our kids is important, it's a priority. I was just trying to find out if there's another options where we can, because Mr. CFO, today you were talking about that it's included in the budget. When we become a $2.3 million deficit 2 years down the road and the city started going to the bankrupts, sir, you're not going to be saving us. You're going to say we're just trying to see if there's another alternative that you have or anyone else have an idea where we can get another $100,000 to pay for this officer.
I think the initial...
Instead of handling the budget,
I agree. So the initial, I think it was going to be 1 police officer with the cost is split. So now it's 2 police officers, 1 the city pays and then the other.
So because we have 8 schools in the city of Hamtramck, we generate a lot of complaints through juvenile complaints. The officers assigned to the schools will be handling all the juvenile complaints. So they're gonna be working on city of Hamtramck cases, while the city will be benefiting from the city of Hamtramck public schools paying for full salary for an officer on each side, and as well as their equipment. So, this is, in other cities, I don't know any other cities that pay for half their.
Right, Chief, I'm supportive of you, in every way.
Yeah.
But like, my concern is when I heard deficit, okay, the city in deficit, how am I gonna, go ahead, city manager, let's see if he has anything. Go ahead, councilman, go ahead.
Okay, so we are going the back and forth. We have to listen to what these 2 gentlemen said, okay? Forget it, we don't hire the police officer, nothing is there. Anything happen in front of the school is called the 911, still Hamtramck City Police has to go there.
Exactly.
So, where you shouting, same time, my house getting robbery, same time, school got a problem. So that case, you consider, yes, I should have 2 cars, 1 robbery, 1 school. So it's already getting school. And it's not paying, actually, you're not paying 1 police officer. You paying 1, they're paying 1.5. If I do all the timing calculation, summertime, they assign for us, like you said.
There's no grant for it?
I'm going. So you guys cannot bring any grant, anything from nowhere.
Not right now.
They used to have the cops grant.
Can we start with 1 police officer? Half an hour?
Then
It's
school,
totally up to,
school board not gonna come.
Well, it's gonna be too much on one
Yeah,
person.
it's going to be difficult, especially when
I mean,
somebody is-
it's not difficult, right now we have
I
nothing.
haven't looked for grants. If you wanna table it, and I can look for some grants, and then bring it
Or,
back, I can try
Mr.
it.
Mayor, we can try it a year. We can give it a benefit of the doubt that we have we never had a SRO officer at a police, at a schools. We can try it out and see how it works out. Because down the road, again, the physical budget and all that school gonna come. So we will see if the budget is,
School need the police, no question.
if the budget is not covering, we will
If you do
come
approve
back.
it, I can still look for a grant in the meantime, and then.
Okay,
And
let's
have
go
that
there.
approve it,
The city manager had something to say.
Yeah, he's
Go ahead.
mentioned that maybe Michigan State Police has some grants, so I'll.
Okay, let's, the city manager,
I
what do
like the letter, suggestion about moving forward with, approving this
Yes.
suggestion, this resolution.
And see,
I have discussed this with the chief police and our CFO, and I think that our kids' safety is our top priority. We are not gonna do cuts to this part, but maybe
Yes.
we can work on doing
Thank you.
cuts to other parts if possible. So my recommendation to the council that you move forward.
Yeah,
and
so with the recent incident, we do, want that, but the thing is, my thing on this is that when you mentioned deficits, I'm like, okay, we can't be in deficit, but go ahead, Mr. Councilman.
I'm very much close to this. I'd like to approve this, but we are coming in future deficit. The question is there, can you eliminate this 1 police officer salary with other department elimination or something like that? We can get
that's
something.
why the city manager will have discussion. This is internal.
Those are things I'm asking, or we can get
Well,
some fund. We try, but kids first.
I think
There's
Amir
no
can come
choice.
up with some magic.
So let's vote.
and to see how we can balance. the
Let's
budget.
go forward with that.
Attention, I'm sorry.
Let's go call for vote then.
Attention to
Yes.
an incident that happened in the city of Romulus, where a gentleman showed up in front of a school, started shooting. Through a quick response of the Romulus police officers, they averted a huge disaster. If the person would have gained entry into that school, we could have been talking about a different situation today. So it is, public safety, and I urge you to pass the resolution.
That happened a month ago.
Okay, let's go call for vote. Thank you. We have enough discussion.
Omar, please call the roll.
Councilman El Samiri.
Yes, for safety.
Councilman Saeed.
Yes.
Councilman Salman.
Yes.
Councilman Musa.
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry.
Yes, to the safety of our children.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-51 has been approved.
See, Chief, we're just talking, you know, it's no big deal.
You get it.
Okay.
We lose time.
Resolution. Where are we at?
Z,
Yeah, G's and George.
Okay, resolution 2026-52 approving the purchase and modification of the current flock safety system.
offer.
Second.
Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Councilman.
so here is the one, there is the lots of residents or non-residents came here against this resolution. My question, why now they're coming against this resolution? What is the problem with that? What is the camera system? So maybe some criminal is hiding here from outside this city, and they don't want it to be find out them where they live. I can go that way too. So I want my data to everybody. I'm not criminal. Why I'm worried? I want it. I want it. Same thing, I can figure it out which criminal is here, living this city, hiding from any other city. That's why I can think also. If you think different way, I can think this way.
Okay.
So that is the way. There is the we will do it. We see it's work or not. If it don't work out, we'll cancel it. No problem. We can try it.
So the thing is, you don't want to cancel it if there's a data breach. Like if somebody, like they were mentioning, can stalk somebody and then a tragedy happens, then there's no trying in this. We just want to hear from the chief to see if it's secured. Is it?
That is the question, yeah.
We have heard people referring to systems. I'm gonna talk to you about flock, not systems. So you know, the system I'm gonna refer to you as today, not bunch of system, the flock system. This system was partially installed in the city of Hamtramck in 2024. It was fully installed
We did it.
in 2025. We currently have a 2-year contract. We have 15 LPRs, license plate readers. When we're paying them for a yearly salary, $45,000. We use, the system uses standardized software search tools. We get make, model, color, license plate number of the vehicle. Your license plate is not covered under any privacy laws. It's visible to everybody in the street.
Yep.
So if I could see it, it's not an invasion of privacy. A lot of people would want to tell you that the plate is covered. It's not. We are looking to, we had a study done by Flock. They came into our city. We wanted to find out the gaps in our city to make the residents safe, not to spy on them. And I will give you some data to help you come to the right conclusion. During their study, they made some recommendations to us. The recommendations that we add 12 live cameras, add 5 additional LPRs for a total of 32 cameras. Again, Hamtramck Police, along with Flock, reviewed current city coverage. We put forth a plan to focus coverage in high traffic area, in areas that have no coverage, by relocating some cameras, by adding live feed to some existing camera locations, by adding live feed to major intersections, to add in coverage to areas where there's a lapse of coverage. You notice we're not trying to put them in front of private homes. This is all to have coverage over our city streets to make it safe. So I just want to give you some statistics on the Flock. Flock is the #1 tool used by detectives and investigators. It's hands down the most effective investigative tools used by Hamtramck Police Department, which has allowed us to solve cases that would normally go unsolved due to lack of leads. Major crimes, FLOC has allowed us to develop substantial leads in approximately 80% of our cases. Detective caseloads are 150% higher today due to FLOC development of lead cases. Otherwise, those cases would have been closed if we did not have the FLOC system. FLOC is allowing us to get leads and solve crimes. Being closed, okay, stolen vehicles recovered in 23, without FLOC 26. In 25, with FLOC 56 and 34 arrests. Hit and run accident in 23, there's 181, with less than 5% solved. In 25, 154 with approximately 75% solved. So we went from 5% to 70 more. The home invasion, in 2024, there was a case of home invasion. Without FLOC, this case would never have been solved. FLOC gave us the lead to identify the home invasion crew, which led to the arrest of 4 individuals, which our detectives proved to have committed over 100 home invasions in Hamtramck, Detroit, and Highland Park. In 2025, armed robbery suspect. It took place on Joseph Combo of individuals who had just bought jewelry at one of our jewelry stores. The vehicle was identified through FLOC in under 10 minutes. Detectives had located the vehicle in under 30 minutes, and arrests were made shortly after locating the suspect. I'm going to give you some data from last year on FLOC. A lot of people are concerned about hits. We get average daily hits on plates, 40 to 85,000 plate hits in Hamtramck a day. We are not looking.
Can you explain what's a hit?
I'm sorry, so we get, a hits means reads on license plate reads, 40 to 85,000. So we're not looking at stopping 85,000. We are looking for the bad elements. I'm gonna tell you what they are in the last year. Sex offenders that went through Hamtramck, through NC, that were identified through NCIC, which is National Crime Intelligence Center, 607. Stolen vehicles in Michigan, 236. Wanted people, 205. Stolen vehicles, 177. Stolen plates, 173. In Michigan, stolen plates, 163. Gangs, affiliated members, 140. And missing persons, 9. There could have been human trafficking victims. Additional 8 more. Again, what we use, there is a lot of people raise also some concerns. We have the Hamtramck Police Department. We have a policy on usage of FLOC. So not anybody could use FLOC just because they want to run their whatever significant other. In Michigan, there's a House Bill number 5493, which was introduced on January 29th, 2026. That is still being worked out. That is made to regulate the uses of FLOC, just like lead. So I assure you, our state officials, our city officials, we have policies in place to protect the residents. Let me see what else I want to give. Somebody raised questions about who owns the data collected. Our agency does. So our agency has contracted with FLOC, and we own the data for our city.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like, we own the data. Can somebody access the data?
No, sir.
Without
I mean, you know, so I want to say something. There was a lot of people with IT background happening here. There's constantly somebody trying to breach somebody's data, whether it's Apple computers, whether it's Microsoft. I have worked in fraud. So, you know, is there attacks on FLOC being maybe?
Yes.
I mean, you know, so, but are they sharing it, you know, repeatedly with anybody, or it's unsecured?
Yeah.
No, sir, it's not.
They don't share it with third-party
No, sir,
companies?
we control who shares it, not FLOC.
Okay, and then has there been previously an attack or where our data was stored or?
I don't know of any, sir, involved in FLOC. FLOC
Okay.
is the most used.
You said we've been using it. So
Flock
has
is-
there been an issue?
Not to my knowledge, sir. But Flock has been the most used, with LPRs in the country.
Okay,
And that is why we continue our relationship with them.
okay. Anybody?
Anybody? Mr. Chair?
Yes. go
Yeah,
ahead.
I do. It is, I'm going back to this budget concern again. This fund is coming from, I see it says a federal narcotic fund.
Correct, not the general fund.
It's
So
not
it's
coming
paid
from the
for-
general
it's paid
fund.
for all by the police forfeiture proceeds that we get.
Okay, so that's clear. So that's one thing we can consider. It's not coming from our general fund. I don't want to say much about it, but people have spoken concerned about the data breach and the privacy of their things. We need to also limit our giving people access to the data, or always monitoring us in a way and giving the other to permission to freedom of our living, freedom of our rights. Flux, safety is always first, but we're keep giving the other authority to have access to our lifestyles, our living conditions. That's something, it's sensitive.
Yes, sir, can I answer your question?
Sure.
And your concern, address it? We're talking about law enforcement purposes. So if a robbery suspect drives through Hamtramck and say Hazel Park is looking for the suspect, and they get a hit on it and they ask us to share it, we will share it. This is a criminal that we need to get off the road. Just like when we had the incident yesterday, the subject did not live in Hamtramck.
Okay.
So we only share it for law enforcement purposes, sir. And they have to have a legal reason why we share it. As we will share, we ask to share other agencies as well too.
Okay, I think the body has had enough information to vote on this. Is anybody else wanna?
No, thank
Okay,
you.
can you call the roll?
Yeah, so you did a point of order, that's what he just said, so we can call the vote.
Councilman Abu Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury,
No.
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Said,
No.
Councilman Al-Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-52 has been approved.
Thank you, Your Honor.
H, Resolution 2026-53, approving the hiring of Sami Al-Haddi as city clerk.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, so I personally have not been involved with this hiring process because we designated the subcommittee. And also, we had HR city manager and the subcommittee work together on this. So,
We have our HR lady here.
okay,
to present the
Mashana,
process.
please come to the podium and explain the process.
Thank you for being patient.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I just want to explain the process for hiring our city clerk. Applications and resumes, the deadline closed for receiving those on March the 26th. At that time, all of the applications that I received, we went through them all. The committee, our interview panel, as well as HR and our city manager, we went through all applications. And applications were shortlisted based on meeting a set of criteria. So when those applicants met those criteria, they were moved on to the next,
Pen.
the next bid for interview. So at that time, those applicants were called in for an in-person interview. Interviews were held on April the 1st. We shortlisted 5 candidates. One candidate rescinded her position, and so she declined the interview. The subcommittee requested to see and interview our 2 top candidates, and so the subcommittee met with them, and then they selected and I don't wanna mispronounce his name, but they selected Sammy. So I am here today to request that the subcommittee, that the council takes the subcommittee's recommendation and hire Sammy. I'm not gonna say his last name because I don't wanna mispronounce it, but hire Sammy for our city clerk.
Okay, Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss HR Director.
You're welcome.
And subcommittee system also work together. That's good thing.
Yes, we did.
So,
Just one clarification. Actually, what she meant to say was, the subcommittee recommended to the city manager, who is now recommending to the city council.
Yes.
So that's it.
Right.
okay.
Okay.
Anybody has anything to say?
Yes, make a vote, that's it.
Okay, then,
Move forward.
let's call the roll. Omar?
Councilman Saeed,
Yes.
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes,
Resolution 2026-53 has been approved.
All right.
Mr. Chair.
Congratulations to Al Haddi.
I
Yes,
apologize. I have to make one comment. I forgot it.
sure.
May I? Do I have to suspend the law?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to suspend the law to make a one comment.
need a second.
Look, can you
Second.
say
No,
what the
it's very important, that's why. So, we had decided last year, anybody we hire, there's got 1 year provisionary. So when you make the contract ready,
Thank you.
has to be ready by the exactly same what we had a discussion all the times.
Understood.
Thank you.
It's a 1 year conditional job.
Okay,
Thank
Provisionary.
you. Provisional.
Okay.
so we call to unsuspend the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Now you're following.
All right.
All right, so.
Second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, let's go. Moving on to the next item. Resolution I. Resolution 2026-54 approving first reading and setting the date for second reading and public hearing of the proposed ordinance to amend Chapter 32. City Commissions, Committee, and Bureaus of the City of Hamtramck Code of Ordinances to reenact Section 26.062 governing the community and economic development.
Offer.
Second.
All right, so this is a,
I want to speak to
Councilman, go ahead.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
I need the history of this. If I say everything honestly, not us, somebody will be angry. So that's why I'm not gonna say. When Mr. Amir Ghalib got elected, those resolution came underneath the table and get the approval. There's the two resolution get approval, one for this, one for library. Okay, so I'm not gonna go that far. So, and also that day we speak, we're gonna try it, then we're gonna reverse it. That day, 4 years ago, I'm talking. Okay, so there is the Downtown Development Authority Board. Okay, a couple of complaints came to us, came to Amir Ghalib also together. One time we had decided we make them as a board member. Some of them don't know what they're doing over there. So all those kinds of things and making them miss reputation and direction. So those kinds of things we want to back to us also to guide the system and the department. That's all. And we had it over 100 years.
Anybody want to add anything else?
I would ask, Mr. Chair, to city manager and the attorney to clarify this, because this is we had a discussion about this before, and we were puzzled and not clarified, and this is brought back again for the CAD. So if you don't mind leverage, what are we trying to do with this resolution?
No, last time we tell the attorney to make the resolution, make the ordinance for first reading. That's all that brought it.
Okay.
It's in favor of us.
Okay, first reading. And that's.
That's the
So
first
if you
reading.
can clarify the difference between now and then, that's what he said.
Me or?
I told you.
Okay. So basically what happened was, as Councilman Hassan mentioned, there was a resolution, or, you know, a ordinance, amendment passed 4 years ago. And one of the things that it did was it removed the council oversight over the CED position and the CED director position and the CED in general.
I'm sorry, I don't mean the history, just between the
so
previous resolution and this resolution.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So basically, the last resolution provided oversight for the council over the CED director position, the salary and what, and who it is. It was rescinded, this is just putting it back exactly as it was prior to that.
Okay.
So are we getting the
So
CED?
council now would have the ability, if there was to be a new CED director,
Yes.
to approve or disapprove of that director, to approve or disapprove of their salary. Right now, that's not the case, but this would restore or give back the council that.
Yep.
Yes.
To come
So
back
it
to
would be
us.
similar to the city clerk, right?
Correct, or DPW,
Oh, yeah.
which I'd like to
Same,
say, I
same.
don't think there is a DPW director that has been, I think that
No, they're always there.
we need one to be approved by council, I don't think there currently is one.
Okay, we'll do it. No problem.
So you,
That's it.
so you understand what the difference between the past one, this current
That's
resolution, that we are getting back to the city council, the CED must
Right.
be,
Right.
like, have the council influence. I'll break it down. When the CD get hired or salary get increased, the
Approval by
council has to be, the approval by city
So
council.
is it clear to you?
I'm good,
Okay. Anybody else has anything else?
thank you.
Okay, please call the roll.
Councilman Sadman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Tazri,
Yes.
Councilman Saeed,
No.
Councilman Al Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-54 is approved.
Mr. Chair, there is the one problem though. We have to set the second reading.
Yeah.
We have to do it right
It's
now.
part of the resolution, I believe, right?
Is there second reading for next council meeting?
Yes, it says,
Yeah, I think it's in there.
Okay.
It's in
So
there.
then we're good.
So, yeah.
J, Resolution 2026-55 approving first reading and setting,
the second reading.
No. In
are
the,
we,
go ahead.
yes, it's okay, and
Second reading
setting
should be for the next council meeting.
of a second reading and public hearing for proposal ordinance prohibiting the unauthorized blocking of public
That's
streets.
the next one.
It's right true. Offer.
Second.
Mr. Chair, may
Okay.
I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So why I brought this one, Dearborn City has it. The other city also have it. What happened the other day, around 1 o'clock in the night, some driver took the control of the road. Okay? So it was unauthorized person taking block the road. The other day, also I saw some of the point, our marriage ceremony, there is no permission taking the 100 car, going to the left and right, and people cannot even drive. And city felt unsafe. City, that time, a 911 call come for ambulance, city even cannot, 911 truck cannot even go. So those kinds of things, that was it was the international news the other day. From news from Hamtramck to go up to Bangladesh, somebody was calling us. So those kinds of situation, we don't want it. That case, we have to bring some kinds of the ordinance to that kinds of driver. We have to identify, and we might have to put in there, they're going to lose their car, or 5,000 or some dollar amount fine. That's why they're not going to do it anymore.
Okay.
That is my
If you could
explanation.
explain, I mean, blocking the road is illegal regardless. How is this ordinance different than?
It's sort of codifying what the state law, but it does add is what Councilman Hassan was
Yes.
mentioning, which was blocking, it's like
Intentional.
doing the, multiple cars blocking type of thing, scenario, which people do for drag racing a lot of the times is one of the reasons.
Okay,
and
that's
so
illegal regardless.
It is, correct.
Okay, so how is this resolution gonna add anything?
It just adds fines, gives us the ability to fine even more than
Is
currently
the-
fine.
If I,
What's the fine difference?
It gives us more options, basically, depending on how bad it is.
Is that the case, chief?
We, in order, Your Honor, with the state laws, if we're gonna collect fines, the city of Hamtramck, we have to adopt similar laws matching the state under our ordinances.
Yep.
yes.
Rather
That's
than the
all right
state
now.
making the money, we
That-
make the money.
Basic, if I may,
Go ahead.
basically, we're asking, we are adopting an ordinances in our city that anyone who purposely, intentionally block the streets or roads which is not permitted. They're not allowed to do so.
No, it's not permitted.
It's not, but there's,
Now
as
we
the
can
council
find
member,
that.
yeah, fine, as the councilman, Mayor Porter mentioned, some of them, they take their road as their, like, their, driveway. They park and forget about their others, you know, as one ways. And sometimes the waiting cars or, graduation cars that are going through it, they're just continuously, you know, causing the traffic flow and other residents uncomfortable. So we're adopting this ordinance where there's the police enforcement will be reinforcing that this ordinance has
Charge.
passed, that no more, you can block it until you get a 30.
So, sir, like,
Yeah, that's all.
Councilman Chaudhry stated, we will be able to collect the fines
Yeah.
because we can write them under City of Hamtramck ordinance, not the state law.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And it is legal by the attorney and Michigan State.
Yes, correct.
City attorney can provide the ordinance.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah.
City
Okay.
attorney can provide the ordinance, so we can file.
Yes, he did.
Okay, anybody else has anything to ask?
No.
Okay, can you call the roll?
Thank you.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samari,
Yes.
Councilman Saeed,
Yes.
Councilman Salman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-55 is approved.
Okay. K, which is resolution 2026-56, a resolution
You
of the
wanna talk
City
about
Council of the
this
City of
one?
Hamtramck expressing intent to modify City Hall operating hours and directing feasible studying.
I'll make a motions.
Second.
Okay, discussion, please.
Yes, if I may.
Go ahead, Councilman Chaudhry.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. Well, I have been living here close to 30 years in operating business from Hamtramck and studying this, that many of our residents have difficult to come into the city hall to pay their bills or their, you know, responsibility bills or whatnot. They go to work 6 in the morning, they come home at 4 in the afternoon. They don't have no time. So it has been concerned by the residents too, that why we don't have a little bit of leverage after 4, so where we can come in and pay our bills or talk to the staff, you know, have more access to the city hall. And I find that as a benefit to the community, that if we have it open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., our residents, they don't wake up really early, you know, unless they go to work. And so therefore they don't need to come in at 8 in the morning. They wake up at 10 or 9 and they, you know, start their day. So 5 will give them a little bit of room to come in and pay bills, because some of them have a hard time. That's why I was recommending this to city manager, that is, try out the feasibility of the hours. And also consider this a council meeting, if everyone agrees, all the official agrees, that a council meeting to be at 6, give a little bit room to
But that's
go home
different
Okay,
early.
so-
We'll get
okay,
to
we
it.
are talking
It is
this
in the
one.
same
Okay.
resolution though.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilman, go ahead.
okay, here is the one. Bring this resolution. Now looks like you and Mr. Councilman Chowdhury and manager discuss about it. Looks like you speak. So here is the question came. I was wondering, this resolution before came here, no body from the city manager or mayor discuss with
Never was
us.
informed. Never was informed.
Okay, hold on. What about the other resolutions? They were discussed?
No, this one.
Okay, I'm just explaining. Look, I want to
Mr.
explain.
Mayor, I'm
Yeah.
talking, you can
Okay.
talk now.
Okay, let me.
So,
just-
here is the one,
Mhm.
there is the 100 years, there's the American office time, 8 to 4, there is the reason. There is some of the employees has a kids arrangement before they get the job or after the job. Okay, I know I'm gonna be this time at home. This is the time I can take the kids from my wife or husband going. So they have an arrangement, all those things by the employee. So this resolution, lots of employee has called us to, hey, we don't want it. You guys want to make us unhappy?
Okay.
And again, if you want to rush, no problem. I'm voting
Yes.
for no because I don't like it.
Okay, thank you. So
Mr. Chair.
basically, let me just clarify
Sure.
with you why I think it is true. It is true that 5 p.m. is better than 4 p.m. So that's my personal opinion. And I think it shouldn't apply to all departments. For example, the cashier, it applies to it. Maybe the city clerk, it depends. So it doesn't necessarily has to apply to all the departments.
Correct.
And this is not a resolution that tomorrow the hours are going to change. This is for a study to see what would be best for the city and the residents. And just because it's been done for so long or it's done by another city, it doesn't mean that we should do the same thing. So I think, that's my opinion. Go ahead, Councilman.
Mr. Mayor, I don't know who bring this resolution, maybe you or manager?
Councilman Chowdhury.
Chowdhury, thank you. Councilman Chowdhury, long time his residence here, has lived there, and he cannot change his habit, the community habit, woke up 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I'm not sure how you're gonna build those things. This is a big impact for the council, employees, and residents.
No.
It is. Let me finish my way. It is. It should not be have to be chaos in the council meeting to choose those timing. If it's very important, at least we can dialogue outside. Every day we talk each other. Those things. And the people in Hamtramck, they are living this time, serving this time, maybe a couple decades. This is not an issue. If we put the 5 o'clock, please, I'm taking, somebody requested a mosque, can you do the Jummah after 2:15 p.m.? Because before 10 minutes before, because some people go to the work, they do not prepare those things. That's a majority people wanted those time. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for this, I cannot do this. Most of people, there used to be 8 o'clock, 8 to 4, and a lot of employees, they are family behind, kids behind, they're planning behind. In my opinion, I like this timing, whatever is going through 8 to 4. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I may address this. Look, I was speaking on behalf of the communities, not myself. And as the mayor said, whatever we did 100 years, we are in different time zone. We are different atmosphere, different environment. The communities come first. The residents first, not the council. You cannot get off at work 4 o'clock and you are putting the whole community left behind. The workers are here to work for the communities, not for themselves. They're here for the communities. If they got a job, they want to come in here at 9, they got to be here 9, and they get off at 5. It's still within the clock hours. This isn't a new clock that we're creating where they come in, for an hour and they leave. They come in at 9, they leave at 5. Nobody works in 8 o'clock in the morning. They do coffee, tea party and stuff. But I'm not going into that, what they do when they come in. If the residents will benefit from this changes, why don't we try this?
Yeah, and it's a study.
It's a study. 9 to 5. Maybe from this city, other city will change. We'll learn that it's
and
different.
Other cities have the schedule too.
That's a schedule. That's a schedule changing. We have to put the community first, and we're starting. Try out. The employees will adapt. Everybody will adapt the time changes. And then one more thing. Some of these officials and some of this staff, they stay until 7. They get off at 4. They stay until 7 to have this meeting. They got 2-3 hours gap in this between. They just have to, because they live far away, they don't want to go home. So if we do it at 5, they only have to wait until 1, until 1 hour or 2, and they can go home. So you got to consider many things, and to try out.
Yes, Council.
But that's my suggestion to the Council.
8 to 4 and 9 to 5. I think what
Could be a combination.
Like, how about 8:30 to 4:30? Let's just change 30 minutes and see for 30
That's-
days.
So the study would determine, would be like, oh, you know what, it's better 8:30 to 4. This is
How
just
lo-
a study.
But how long does the study will continue? Like,
I put 60 days on it.
60 days, yeah. It's just a study. It's
Then-
not like,
then
okay,
it will
tomorrow.
come-
90
it will come
days.
to- again to the
3
council.
months.
It's up to you. You want to add it to 90 days?
90 days, 3 months, at least.
And it doesn't apply to the entire city hall. It could apply to just the cashier, the clerk, you know, something where people come in
Correct.
every
Now,
day.
we are saying the office time for city hall. So you're not specifying, saying
Not
that.
specified.
Yeah, that's why.
It-
All okay,
that's
so-
what it says in the.
So income
resolution.
tax department, cashiers, city clerk
Okay.
can be stay until 5.
Okay, let's
We can
let's
call the board for
call the roll,
That's fine.
so we can move on.
Councilman Hassan, I'm sorry, yeah, Councilman Hassan?
No,
Councilman Al-Samiri?
No.
Councilman Saeed?
No.
Councilman Sadman?
No.
Councilman Musa?
No.
Councilman Chowdhury?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-56 was not approved.
Resolution, the 2026-57, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Hamtramck amending the regular meeting schedule of the City Council. Motion, can I get a motion?
Second.
I think, who was?
before motion, say second.
No,
You make a motion, okay, second.
Second.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so I think this
Mr.
is
Chair?
straightforward. Is
Yes.
we can move the City Council meeting
Okay.
to 6 PM.
So, Mr. Chair,
Go ahead,
I work
Councilman.
6 to 6. So how I'm gonna come to the council 6 o'clock? Well, I give you a couple of examples. Previous Mayor Karen Mayaski, she used to work in Harvard. So she has to come and we wait for her also 15-20 minutes after 7. So, and also let's say I work only 6 to 4. Still I came 4 o'clock at home, take a shower, little bit, ready and come, and read some unfinished work, study, come back. So that's why those time is there to have you have to make ready yourself to go city council at 7 o'clock. So you can finish up all other things, come to the 7 o'clock. That's why I feel to stay is the same 7 o'clock. It's my opinion.
Okay, Councilman Chowdhury.
Oh, you put me in a spot. So a comment, sir. You know, some of us are not here for the people. We're just our own self-interest. It's just that, and sometimes you gotta sacrifice for the people. You got elected, and you wanted to. You cannot change your work hours for the meeting twice a month, and the whole community will suffer from that. That's disgusting. But I have nothing. Resolution 6 o'clock is fine by me. I will, because I'm for the people.
Yeah.
For that, I'll give up some of my habits and some desire. Why not?
Okay, Councilman Musa.
Yes, I'm not lucky enough like Councilman Chowdhury. He has his own job or business. But I work for somebody else with other companies. Last decade, we're moving the 7 to, meeting starts 7 o'clock. I'm very unfortunate to discuss with these things. Only 7 person, council and mayor, we don't discuss before each other about the changing of time. We're gonna discuss the people of, front of the people, on the media, to discussing our timing, what time we come in and what cannot come in. We can do it much better way, efficiency and proper way before this meeting. I'm working hand to hand to mouth, so 5 days working, and Tuesday most of the time I'm working there. I cannot make the 7 o'clock. But yes, in Ramadan, in my job, everybody can take excuse 1 or 2 days. Sometimes we have a special meeting, we can make excuse also. But we cannot do the permanently 6 to 10. Very unfortunate, I cannot make everybody happy.
Okay, anybody else?
Mr. Chair, if I may, the resolution was posted on the Friday. As a city elected official, you have obligation, you have to read. You don't wait for someone to contact you about this resolutions. This was posted and you're supposed to read and discuss who brought this forward and is this, you have a weekend, you have a Monday to discuss. You don't take the responsibility of reading it and, you know, and extend your hand. How would you just gonna get this handed to you? You've been here sitting on this council for a long time, and you know this is posted. So therefore, you can't just say, discuss this with the council first. Our own self has a responsibility to read and understand. If there is a concern, then you address the city manager, mayor, and the rest of the council. But you can't just say, I need to be informed. So I just don't like this, sometimes when council members, excuse me, sir, council member always saying this, discuss. You have obligation, you have responsibility to read. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, just for clarification, and this is something I've mentioned before, with other cities, they do have a meeting before the city council. It's also a public meeting, but more of you don't have to go through Robert rules and discuss, go one item at a time, where you discuss the resolution among us and we see what's better, and each one would address it more freely in a different form. And that's something we can discuss later about. I think it's best, especially some of us come here and they don't know what the resolution is about. They're voting on.
Exactly.
So, okay, anybody else want to add anything?
No, let's go.
Okay, can you, Omar, call the roll?
Councilman Musa,
No.
Councilman Chaudhry,
Yes.
Councilman Salman,
No.
Councilman Saeed,
No.
Councilman Nasir,
No.
Councilman Hassan.
No.
Resolution 2026-57 was not approved.
Resolution 2026-58, resolution to hold first reading and set second reading and public hearing date for height ordinance changes in the residential district.
Offer.
I make a motion, second.
We kept you this long.
I'm so
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, council. This is an ordinance proposal change for our residential district to increase the maximum height for buildings from 35 feet to 40 feet, so 5 feet increase. This was a recommendation from our planning commission subcommittee and as well as the whole board and CED to increase the maximum height to allow homes to have the opportunity to have hatched roofs, increase attic space, and allow for the city to grow in a vertical manner. As of the moment, right now, at this 35 feet, 3-story unit homes would require a flat roof, so we want to have the opportunity to have those 3-story unit homes be able to, you know, hatch their roofs, have like a little like a pyramid rather than a flat roof, and just overall increase.
So, yeah, I think there's previously been an approval to have a third floor. So with having a third floor, in order to have a roof, you need, I think that's something that was discussed in the
Yes.
planning commission.
Yep.
You need to have enough height to make a roof. So I'm for that. Anybody
Mr.
else?
Chair.
Yes, go ahead, Councilman.
Do we discuss with the business owners or any other peoples?
This is for residential.
I mean, sorry, did we talk to some residents, just talking
Yeah,
hypothetically?
it's not much, just with 5
Okay.
feet for the roof.
No
yeah.
problem.
This is also the first reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set up.
Oh, no, so residents
Yeah.
can,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, I have a question, Mr. Chair, for Michael.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this very simple questions. Are you recommending this?
Yes.
Which is gonna be feasible, or it's what we need to have it? You were talking about gable roof, right? No more flat roof. So if they build a 3rd stories, they cannot have a flat roof. They gotta have a gable roof, which is.
It's not like a requirement, no.
Requirement.
It's like, so residents that do have 3-story unit homes would have the ability to.
Have enough
It's
space.
not like a
Have enough
mandatory
space.
requirement that we would require any
Okay.
3-story unit homes to have that.
It's just recommended.
That's correct.
And
Okay.
so, this has been intensively discussed in the planning commission. They all voted for it, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Omar, can you call the roll?
Councilman Mary,
Yes.
Councilman Hassan,
Yes.
Councilman Saeed,
Yes.
Councilman Salman,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Chaudhry.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-58 has been approved.
Resolution 2026-59, resolution to hold first reading and set second reading and public hearing date for adopting a new light industry zone.
Make a motion.
Second.
Okay,
Alright, so this will be our first reading and we're scheduling for our second reading for the adoption of the light industrial zone. This is a zone that would allow for low intensity, medium intensity, productive fabricating, assembling workstations such as like artisan goods, studios, home businesses, warehousing uses that aren't typically open to the general public. What this zone proposes is that we would have a buffer zone between residentially zoned districts and industrially zoned districts. At the moment, there are a couple of places in the city where residential parcels are vacant that are adjacent to industrial zones that aren't being currently used. And to the eyes of investors, for instance, maybe it wouldn't be a good area to invest in residentially, but allowing for more of a low, medium intensity use area to fill that gap, to be acting as that buffer zone to have in between those is what the light industrial zone would open up for. There's a memo that we have attached that was conducted for a study, in particular in an area in Edwin that has a couple of homes and vacant parcels that aren't being developed at the moment. A couple of examples of what would be permitted uses would be artisan goods, studios, offices, warehouses, parking lots, just having that mix of businesses that aren't open to the public or are more light in commercial use that aren't allowed in our existing commercial districts such as central business and multi-use.
And this is again from the planning commission, so been discussed in the planning commission. Also, this is the first reading. So anybody has anything to say? Okay.
Mr. Chair, I just want to ask this. Why are we bringing this forward? Why are we doing this than the current ordinance? Why are we amending? I heard you, but what I'm saying,
What is the
benefit of, that would give, what would be the beneficial to the community?
Sure. So this is just an adoption of an entirely new zone, and it kind of fills the gap of having home businesses or offices or warehousing that aren't necessarily available in the commercial districts that we have that are required to, be open to the public. It would allow for more home businesses, for instance, that want to stay not open to the public to be opened up in these areas. That would be the benefit of it, for instance.
So let's clarify, so if there's like, it's designated as industrial zone, right?
Okay.
And you wanna do something, instead of going to the city and applying to the zoning board, this would be designated a mixed.
Yeah.
So that way it gives opportunity for people to invest in the city, and use it either or.
And just to clarify, by the way, we aren't proposing a rezoning at the moment. This is just purely to adopt it, to allow residents or the city to have the ability to rezone a parcel to this zone. So we're not actually rezoning anything for next council meeting. We're just having it within our charter, the ability to have
The first reading anyway.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I'll share the experience. So I was in a zoning board, right, ZBA, and or I have advocated for the residents in the past for the with the DDA and ZBA, because some of those houses are built so close to the streets that causes children to run off the street. So I have, requested the master plan of the zoning to change to have them fence around it, which was, benefit to the family safety. But right now we're giving this open to this. Anyone can just not come to the ZBA and build a fence or build something of the nature, or what are we giving them?
What's that?
These the zoning.
This would be, so anybody could apply for a rezoning with the planning commission, and it would be under staff review and to the planning commission, which would also be presented to city council for your guys' approval as well, before any sort of rezoning happens.
Yeah. So it's just the first.
It would always be some sort of review behind it.
Thank you. That's, yeah, it has to be some sort of review. You cannot just give the people to start building, because they will start doing anything.
No, it's not, it's
And
not
then
like a permitted
you're
by
gonna
right
have a-
use. There's no parcels that are being rezoned, you know, we.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so, Ambar, can you call that one?
Councilman Al Samari?
Yes.
Councilman Said?
Yes.
Councilman Salman?
Yes.
Councilman Musa?
Yes.
Councilman Chowdhury?
Yes.
When someone's not here, is just abstain or is it
Just,
all?
just.
It already passed.
Alright, so resolution 2026-59, it has been approved.
Okay. Reports. I'll start by saying, we are working here at Hamtramck to make sure that our city is better and we're moving it forward. We're working, we have ideas to make our city better. And everything I'm doing, I'm trying to make the city better for all residents. And one of the things we're also trying to do, and as expressed by Amir and the city manager, is that it's showcasing that we might be in a deficit. We're working on getting that jail money back from Wayne County. And it's in the working, and will be updated in the next council on the status of that, possibly approval. And yeah, that's all I have. Anybody from council has anything to add? We still have to go to closed
I
session.
do, Mr. Chair,
Yes,
if I may.
yes.
Well, good evening, folks. Thank you so much for being here and extended hours. I want to thank Brother Abdurrahman, a gas station clerk, and the victim friends who called police and acted so quickly to comprehend this, the person that tried abduction. And, you know, without them, this would have been a very lost. Also, I would like to extend my gratitude to our Hamtramck Police Department Chief Hussein, Deputy Chief Andrew, Detective Captain Rob, and Mayor Adam Al-Harbi for quickly addressing the incident. There's an app that you can use to track down your kids and your loved ones, Life 360. I use it for my kids, okay? Yeah, you have to pay a little bit, but Life 360 does track down anywhere you go, even if you go across the country, Canada, it does track you down, the Life 360 app. But I wanted to say this, folks. We could do much better than what we are doing. You're not reading this stuff. You're just coming to the council right before the council's meeting starts. There's so much to study. If you study it properly, if you read and understand, then you would have much more better decision to make. Please read, and let's work for the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Mr. Mayor, may I?
Go ahead, Councilman.
Honorable Mayor and Council and the residents. So, little bit frustration. We working for city of Hamtramck. It's not the full-time job. Very minimum salary we get is nothing. There is the lots of social media comment, criticize. We respect the criticize, but the criticize they do sometimes is not true. Corrupted elected official, corrupted. Can anybody prove us we take $1, 1 penny from Hamtramck city as a corruption? Nobody can prove it. What you guys saying, be careful. Social media, your posting could be bringing you lawsuit under the lawsuit if it is not truth. So please, I'm requesting behave, respect. Don't tell something what is not truth. Don't make the propaganda. Don't make chaos. Please, if you love Hamtramck, work together. Okay? So that's all my request to the social media who they attacking elected official, and most of them we know who they are. Also, sometimes we argue here in the council meeting. There is for reason, and we still work together as a team. 20 years ago, this council has a fight each other. They used to take the chair. We did not go that far. We argue and we work together again. So don't take advantage or don't tell the people what they have to do, even you don't know what you have to do. So that's all my request. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Go ahead, Councilman Musa.
Thank you, our police chief and police department. The horrific moment was yesterday to handle very knowledgeable and peaceful way. Thanks for this. Especially thanks for Abdul Rahman, the guy who is behind this whole story. He is our Hamtramck hero for this moment. We have a previous practice, I like just a little bit. Our former mayor was here, Dr. Amir Gharib. I have a tons of respect and love for him. I'm really honored to work with him last 4 years. A lot of decision which one make chaos there. Mayor also maybe very much knows everybody. Mayor Potem also knows. He personally call him up and call us. What do you think? I'm bringing these things. It make our life easy, make the conclusion easy. And I just like to clarify, Mr. Chowdhury, this resolution 2026-57, it does not come up last Friday. It has come up, could be a reading for Monday. I just make you clarify you. I hope you check out.
Yeah, I think we're past that, Councilman.
Okay.
Let's focus on the.
Thank you for listening us. And the people who celebrate Easter Sunday, we don't have a meeting for those people. Easter Sunday, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Go ahead, Councilman.
Yes, thank you for everyone come today. The resident from Hamtramck and other city come to Hamtramck, see this meeting today. And thank you the all team, Chief Police and his team. And a special thank you for the gentleman, Abdurrahman Abu Hatem. He makes safe to the lady. How the people respect working together safe for the whole life. Thank you for everyone.
Mr. Chair, go ahead, Councilman.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. The two resolutions that we passed for the police department, I think they'll be in better shape, providing us safety for the city. I think our next immediate challenge is to lower the water bills for our resident, and we all should be working as a team for the lowering water bills. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilman. Councilman, do you want to say something, Councilman Said?
No.
Okay, I think here's his controller report.
No.
Okay, then back to.
You're here? I thought you left. I'm sorry.
Yes,
You
yeah.
never-
Do you have anything to say?
The report is there, if you have any questions,
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, you
No,
should.
I mean, it's just for you. If you want to
Yeah.
add any reports, you can say it. Otherwise, we can just move on. If you have,
I have a questions.
go ahead.
These questions toward the I see extensive numbers there, like the legal cost. It concerned me. I don't want to throw the numbers.
So we're not out of order. This is just for him to present anything you want to add to this, and then we'll have a budget discussion.
It was in consent agenda. We did not ask that time.
Yeah.
So
I
you have to
can
watch.
talk about it if you guys want.
Well, you can-
We paid $700,000 for investigations into two different situations. We've had to hire so many different attorneys to help us over the last year for the various situations we've had, and it's ballooned our legal budget, absolutely. On top of that, we had a pride flag case, which we had to defend and we won. But again, we had to pay to one firm almost, I think, more than $700,000, and we continue to have to pay them for the various decisions that were made. So
Mr. O'Day,
yes.
my understanding in the reports, we just address.
We are, but
You
it
just
was brought up,
mentioned
so I felt
something,
like
it's
I had
not
to
a
defend
discussion of,
something here, explain it.
But it's a question that I ask, he's in the podium, he's gonna read to us these things, or?
If he had
we-
any report, he would mention it, otherwise
And
then
then we
don't.
have a concern, we ask questions, sir. That's, if there's some, because we cannot interact with him day-to-day operation, that's the city managers and him. But today is my turn, our turn to ask him any concern, anything that, they're relevant to this report.
We need
That's
training.
something that is, concerned me,
The
because
training,
I am
please.
on behalf of the community. That's money that's allocated for this litigation, that's a lot of money, that's impact the budget, and this is the time.
No, look.
But I'm not discussing the,
Consulting with me before making any decisions, and our attorneys in the future that we've hired, and that could save us money, or, that would work, but.
which is your
It would
recommending
save us
consultant.
money. But right here, we've made some decisions that costed the city a lot of money with investigations. And there were hirings and firings that occurred that are costing the city money, okay?
Investigation.
Investigations that actually, by the way, I know it sounds like it cost us, but in the long run, it probably will save us in the millions, because that's what I can't really talk further.
That was the correct investigation done. If it's incorrect
Okay.
investigation done.
Okay, can we,
Listen to the CFO,
I
Okay.
just want to say that I don't think this is the appropriate time
Yep.
to discuss that. All I can say is the expenses that you see are on the higher side, but they are all approved by the council, and they are in the budget.
Okay.
So, that's all I can say about it.
okay,
Thank you.
Councilman, just to clarify.
No,
It's
I'm
not
fine.
nothing personal. It's just.
No, I'm fine, that's all I wanna hear, but
Okay.
you took the wrong
No,
route.
no.
And that was what I wanna hear, that
No,
it's been
fine.
approved.
It's fine,
I don't wanna
Charlie,
make it
Councilman
a-
Charlie, you okay? But the understanding on the Robert rules, on reports, is that the mayor would give a report, brief report, and then council people do the same thing, and then the controller would give a report. It's not a discussion but anyways, that's fine. Let's move on to the closing items. Public comments, please.
Ahmed, shut up. And remember, you got 2 minutes, and you cannot ask for another minute.
And it's
I
about
wish
the
that you
agenda.
guys make the rules equal. I need to
Clarify.
clarify something, which is للأخ عادل عدلاني وأخ عمر يعني, it's not about you in person. I'm not in school. You're not my dad. With all due respect, you're not my mom either. Okay, I'm here as a citizen. I left my kid crying in the park to come here, sacrifice like everybody else, to make a comment. I spent 8 hours read the agenda. I sent some complaint to you guys, to the chief of police. Someone come and it's not about you, Omar Akhi, and it's not about him, but it's my right. And you guys have no right to say, oh, no, let it go. This is not the first time. So, Kamal Rahman, he is, one of my best friends. But I don't know who put the comment right there. And to say okay now is not okay to me.
Can I apologize on behalf of everyone?
That's my time. It's my time, and then you can talk. So it's, you said it's okay. I don't think you have the right to say this, and I know it is. Can you please next time make numbers? I was here at 4 o'clock. The last time the same happened. So I'm not gonna let it happen again. So, and I would like the statement from you as well, and from you, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem,
Only.
because you promised to. But let's move on to the other one. إلى البطل اليمني عبد الرحمن أبو غانم الذي خاطر بحياته وأنقذ طفلة بريئة. للأصالة عن نفسي ونيابة عن كل أب وأم في هذا العالم. ما قمت به ليس فعلا عابرا، بل موقف يجسد أعلى درجات الشجاعة والإنسانية. في لحظة كان يمكن للكثيرين أن يترددوا فيها، اخترت أنت أن تقدم أو أن تتقدم وأن تضع حياة إنسان آخر فوق كل اعتبار. لقد أثبتت أن البطولة الحقيقية لا تحتاج إلى أضواء أو شهرة، بل إلى قلب حي وإرادة صادقة. آبدا من السكن. إنقاذك لهذه الطفلة ليس مجرد عمل بطولي، بل رسالة قوية بالخير بأنه ما زال في هامترامك وفي all America، وأن الإنسانية سوف تنتصر. سأنتهي الآن. ما فعلته أنت سيبقى محفورا في الذاكرة لي كأب ولزوجتي كأم، ليس فقط لدي ولدى من شهدوا الموقف، بل لدى كل إنسان في هذا العالم الاحترام والتقدير لأسرة أبو غانم. And thank you. And would you please clarify what
والنعم فيه and we let you an extra minute as an apology. Okay. Okay.
And I take full responsibility. Like I said, there's a lot of papers here, so I had to combine them all. So that was my fault on my end on who went first and who went second and who went third. Is Katie here? Bill Meyer?
Yeah, I would suggest as far as order of commenters, I know a lot of times I go over there and mention that, put me up last, I want to be last. So when he came in the room, you should have gone over him and said, I came here first, I want to be, because he didn't know.
That's not the first time.
Oh.
So.
Congratulations to the council, mayor, you got a lot of work done today, this is a lot of work. You work together, a few differences, but you're supposed to have differences, that's all right. As long as you work together, that's important. Thank you so much for all the work you do for the city. And to our interim city clerk, who's also a film cameraman and editor and everything. I mean, do you see all the work he's doing with the camera? Who's gonna do this when we get the new city, clerk? Be a camera editor or what?
Sammy and Hadi.
All right, so,
You can't wait to leave.
use a wide angle lens for the whole council so we can watch everybody, so make sure everyone's awake and part of the project.
You got this one right here. I don't know if this one's.
Yeah, that's the good shot right there. Everybody's gotta be attentive. So how do you find the right solution to anything? I mean, I was so impressed with, our city, chief of police today. Because a lot of residents came in and very convincingly, told us why we shouldn't use flock and extended contract. I was very sore on that. And then the chief came up and very politely explained why we should have it. Okay, so there's a way to come to a solution. And I think it was awkward to do it that way. I think somehow that group should have talked to the chief of police before they came here and found out what you have online. You can do that to get everybody working on the same page, and you wouldn't have to worry. There's ways to solve problems easier, I think, rather than arguing here. Like Naeem quite says often, if you read all the things on the agenda and try to understand them, and Naeem did not read what mixed residential area, what was that on the agenda? Mixed.
Zoning.
One resolution
Light
he
light
mixed.
industrial zone, you should have done some homework on that one there, Naeem. Okay. Anyways, we're in a tough state in the world right now.
I'm sorry, Bill, I'm time.
Can I get another minute?
I don't think.
No, there's no
Can we go get another minute? Okay, fine.
Sorry, Bill.
My pleasure.
Next time.
Seth?
Huh?
Seth Archibald is not.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
Is Arthea here still or no?
She's good.
Okay, we got Jordy? No, and then Mark, Corey?
I'll do a follow-up and on the state of the world. State of the world, what is going on right now today in Lebanon? Look at what's going on in Gaza, look what's going on in Iran right now. Murders on top of murders are being committed. The Christian village of Deir Syrian was wiped off the face of the earth. It had nothing to do with the war, they're Christians, there was a monastery there. The city existed for hundreds of years. It was completely obliterated and demolished. I, a few hours ago, talked with Senator Mike Rogers, aide, and I said, told him the same thing, I said, I said, what is Mike Rogers doing about this? We gave a interview with the Jewish Insider magazine, in which he's outraged at the Jewish attacks by the Republican Party and Democrats against Israel. And I says, well, you know what? We were once an ally of South Africa under apartheid. You know, that's what's happening now. Gavin Newsom of California said it. What we're seeing here is a genocide. What we're seeing here is 70,000 Gazans were killed. Last story out of Gaza was that 9-year-old girl, while she's studying class, was killed with an Israeli sniper. And this is going on a daily basis. it's something that needs to be brought to the attention of our leaders. I talked today about a few hours ago with Mike Cox, Harry Johnson, I had dinner with them. We have a convention coming up where this is gonna be a big issue on April 18th on the Democrat side. I think this is a key issue that our country must face, Michigan must face. We have a lot of people of Jewish ancestry here, and of Arabic ancestry, and of Muslim ancestry, or adherents of Islam. I know all you guys are, but it's something we must address forcefully with our state's leaders and our congressmen. And I tried to talk to John James about it, he was in Washington today, so it's something that we're looking at very seriously. I hope council takes this very seriously also, and just talks this with the right people. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're all set with.
Okay, so closed session, city manager.
Mr. Bill Meyer.